Yeah, but they're not immortal
gents.
forever.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Alrighty, looks like we're good to go. Welcome to Smudcast number 271. This is part 2 of Lord of the Rings and the Old Guard, LGBT and Fantasy, Films and Conversation. My God, what a frickin' title that is, by Maggie Mayfish. And we're finishing off what we started yesterday because this is her, to me, this is her best video because it is the least ridiculous. It's still pretty wild. It's still pretty silly.
The least.
And you know, you could feel the I don't know, the ideology just seeping through.
Politics.
Yeah, well, you have two other insane women that mitigate her insanity.
Yeah, that could be it. I mean, they're also crazy, but they're like less crazy. So it's like, oh yeah, okay, she's not totally bonkers in this episode.
They're really toned down in terms of how nuts they are.
Yeah,
Also,
and
you can't be too crazy on a Zoom
maker
call.
is less crazy than Maggie Mayfish is. Whoa.
I guess we need to watch the other parts of her Schneider videos.
I'd rather not.
Oh God.
I'm just going to throw that out there. No.
I need supplies before that.
Supplies? You need. God, I'll take the 100
I still don't have
years
caffeine. I'm Tuesday. I get a new supply of caffeine and beer and all that other good stuff like meat.
Meat.
Or
like steaks.
No, the generic.
Is it like a gay relationship when you have
the
your
protein denomination of meat. It's just amino acids in some configuration.
Proteins in random combinations. No, just some. I think the best of it this time is just gyros and some spätzle with that.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, all right.
Spätzle's nice. I like that with my various other things, but
best noodles.
I do know. I used to know some really great places that made some great spätzle, but they're gone.
And oh, that's sad. And there's absolutely no comparison between the stuff you can buy prefabricated in the store versus freshly made. That's another universe.
Oh, we're talking about pasta. We're talking about German style of macaroni.
South German.
Sorry?
South German.
South German.
No. Spätzle are made completely different recipe.
Okay.
Not comparable with Italian noodles.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like it's its own thing. It's its own unique recipe, and it's a good thing to have unique elements of a cuisine that you could say, okay, I know pasta, I know carbohydrates, but bam, here's a thing from China or Japan I've never had before. It's like, yep, these are our noodles, these are our macaroni. And
I can die for good udon.
Udon is a whole other experience. Udon and chili and curry and you name it. Every culture has their own unique baked meal that comes in noodle format. So it's kind of cool that way. So anyway, let's not detract and start talking about noodles. Let's get back to the video. We're half done. Bravo, guys. We didn't go nuts. It didn't drive us crazy. We're
just 10 minutes into the stream and already half done with the video.
Well, no, yesterday did not drive us nuts, so that was pretty impressive for us to sit down and go, hey, we're not pulling our hair out yet. I mean, it's still crazy, but we're not going crazy, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We haven't heard too many bombshells. Just heard giggling about boys and being gay on
they're all gay.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. Yeah. It's nothing we haven't heard before about Sam and Frodo, so.
Right.
But I am interested to see what they say about the Old Guard because looking up this movie, nothing, and I repeat, nothing was really said about any LGBTQ representation.
First off, were there any homosexual characters in the story?
In the story? No. Was there an actor? Yes.
That's it?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, because obviously I was flicking through clips to try and get some.
Which are we talking about now?
The old guard.
Yeah, the old guard.
Oh, the old
guard.
Oh
yeah. They had two of the five. 2 of the 5 immortals are gay and in a very, very loving relationship to the point where that is real love, man.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, cool.
That is part.
When I read it up,
I watched it
anything about it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So at least they have
a really loving speech when they're captured, and well, when the guards who captured them make a joke. Oh, what is he? Your boyfriend? And then the one guy gives this really passionate poetry of to describe that love, and I thought, whoa! If someone tells that to me, there's probably something gonna melt. Or wow! And his love sitting next to him just says, "You're still a romantic." That's cool. That's great. Yeah. And I even passed around by the guards, kiss, and then beat up all the guards. It's cut in a comedic way where they just start, and when the truck gets to the final destination, gets opened by the guards at that place. It's just the two of them still being conscious in the truck. That's played well.
Right.
The background to them is that before they got together, they were killing each other in the Crusades over and over again, and eventually fell in love.
Oh, wow! Why does that sound like a Highlander experience?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. But it's played off. That's one thing I heard about well. It's a bit fun. Actually. There's depth to it. It's
all right.
That's well written.
I was looking up reviews of it, and they did mention it's like it has a Highlander vibes.
Yeah, and it's let me think. The way that they read it is so off that they're these ladies read that scene is so weird. I'm excited to see what you guys think of it because they directly bring up that's the scene that Voice just talked about. Wisp.
What Voice is?
Oh my god, you confuse Voice for Wisp, the British guy for the German guy. Oh my god.
The Tory guy and the communist German.
No, it's a communist. Dear Lord, don't say that.
Oh dear. Anyway,
I will take that moment for mistaken identity as a compliment because Voice makes really good videos.
Yeah, we did watch the Zack Snyder cut together, and he cut it all up and
yeah.
Oh, if you want,
waiting for part 2.
Yeah, it's fun.
That movie's so bad,
and you notice some parts that I missed as well. Wow,
it's not the best experience. Let's just say that it is an experience, and it's long, and it's tiresome, and it's an endurance test.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah,
it's a thing.
It is an experience. Yes.
Anyway, let's get started, folks. We've been rambling on for a good time. Let's get started. Okay, Todd Howard, thank you, sir, for the 20. Wow. Just want to say, as an aspiring writer, I have no problems with putting gay people in my fantasy stories. No problems. It all depends on setting. A traditionally medieval society wouldn't have the same level of tolerance. This is true. If you're talking about traditions in even European culture, they tend to have a very strict way of looking at life. Religiously, domestically, socially, whatever you call it. They had very strict ways of surviving, and if you don't follow that, you get kicked out in a variety of ways. To
be honest with you, even with homosexuality up until even the 1960s, really.
Yeah, it's always been very sort of closed-minded, and that's just life. That's just how it was back in the day. So we're all glad we're in this first world country. We have all these open ideas about living and lifestyle, and we have no problems writing. At least I have no problems writing characters of any denomination, of any ethnic, of any background, so long as I know them. I can't just write anything. I have to actually understand what it means to live in Ethiopia, for example. So I can't just do that off the top of my head. But we can conceptualize.
Just don't eat for like 6 days.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that's how it's like in Ethiopia.
You know, Ethiopian restaurants are actually pretty decent. I don't know if you've ever been to one, but their beef is fantastic. So,
an Ethiopian restaurant.
Oh yeah, in Toronto.
The plate's empty. Yeah, it's an Ethiopian delicacy.
They have very unique ways of preserving meat. It's very good. Anyway, let's keep going. Tyler Preston, thank you, sir. I've watched The Old Guard last night, and there are 2 gay characters as the leads. Thank you very much. Thankfully, the film doesn't beat the fact you on the head over it. What?
Yeah, but
doesn't beat you over the head.
Beat you on the head over it, yeah.
Yes, and I agree. It's just there, and it's believably written. They're not flamboyantly gay about it and everything. They're just 2 guys who care about each other.
One thing that I wanted to put out is when I was looking up information about this movie, the reason why obviously I've not been able to watch all of it, I didn't realize there was actually gay characters in it, is because even all the publicity around it doesn't bring up the gay characters.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like
maybe because they're not flamboyantly written, but like normal gays.
Yeah,
the good kind of
when I read the
you don't hear about.
Because when I read the plot synopsis and everything, I would never have known that these people were partners. Even reading through it, partner or in a relationship never gets mentioned at all. And I thought, oh, that's a bit strange. Now that you're telling me that it's quite clearly, happening. And I was looking through like the news articles and stuff, and nothing gets mentioned about it. So it's like, weird, strange.
Well, funny thing, the guy playing the what's his face, the Arabian gay part of the gay couple. He actually played Jafar in the Aladdin remake.
All right.
Interesting.
He was terribly miscast in that movie, but he's fine in this.
All right, so it's
I liked all the actors' performances.
Okay.
I had on first watch.
So
I have nothing to complain there.
The point is that it's a decent film. It's not about homosexuality. It has those elements in the film, but that's it. It's an action adventure about immortals running around fighting people. It's like, okay.
Being mercenaries.
Yeah, being mercenaries. It's basically a comic book movie without the Marvel or DC label. So
even at the end, it sets up you could make a second one or a series afterwards. It has that setup at the end.
So that way they can make homosexuality the priority. That would be great.
Well, if SJW's got a hold of it really hard and made a series out of it, yes, that would be the case all the time.
That's what happens when we listen to people like Maggie Mae Fish. They're going to make a big deal about, I'm sure, about the actual homosexual relationship and the potentially non-homosexual relationship, which should be, in their eyes, gay or whatever. So,
homosexual.
Oh, you never know with Maggie Mae. Who knows what she's going to say?
Yeah. The great thing about
they wanted Tolkien to be gay.
Yeah.
Because he never said he was gay, so he could be gay. It's okay.
Anyway.
And this is the actual proof why you need the token girlfriend on the main character, so that people like Maggie Mae Fish and her ilk cannot say, oh, this character might be gay, because she has the same bloody mindset as the Christian moms who are afraid of gay characters.
Yeah.
Actual homophobics.
Oh my god. Thank God Batman had Vicky Vale in Batman 89. I say thank God he had Vicky Vale in Batman 89 because Maggie would think he was gay otherwise.
Yeah, and what it was these weren't the media well-known stereotypical gays, as Maggie and her friends there would say. They're not gay coded. And I think that's what makes them believable characters and bearable characters instead.
Yeah.
And actually gay characters that you can empathize with.
Yes.
That these are normal and good people. That's fine. They're not these obnoxious gays who fling their genitals in your face all the time and go, oh, I'm so gay. Oh, look at me. No, they're not.
You need to do better.
Yeah, and Maggie wants the, oh, I'm so gay. Oh, here's my dick.
Maggie wants everyone to be the 90s sitcom gay, where it's like really flamboyant.
Just go to a gay bar if you really want that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's the only gay the Maggie types know. They don't know the other classic gay types, like
the only gay,
the big burly guy with.
No, Little Britain. Little Britain, the only gay in the village. If anyone's seen that.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm not like cutting in and out, am I?
What?
No,
You're sorry, you're cutting in and out. What did you say? No, I'm joking. Anyway.
You sound fine.
All right, guys, let's get started. Let's go.
Let's get going. Yeah.
Throne and Kiki Lane, directed by Gina Prince by the Wood, based off the graphic novel by Greg Rucka and artist Leandro Fernandez, and is unapologetically gay.
There are so many
What is that?
explicitly queer relationships, and also some that aren't as explicit, but I kind of just
Jesus
read
Christ.
as queer.
Mm-hmm. You just read everyone in the story as queer.
Yeah.
Why are we not surprised?
What is she mean?
Everybody's queer. You're
One.
queer. You're queer.
Why is
You're queer. Everyone's queer.
Everything she says is weird. Every time she opens her mouth, we have to pause the video.
I just can't believe it. We didn't even get.
Yeah, Toy Story. Woody's gay.
She looks like an obsessed gerbil.
Yeah.
Looks like a discount Ray.
Oh no! We're only 5 seconds in, and already we're just like, no, fuck this shit.
I'm surprised you guys even got through halfway with part 1.
This is.
So she's probably going to say that
people are openly gay. That's not good enough. Some people aren't openly gay. I'm just going to believe it, and I just thought everyone was gay. So you just want everyone to be gay then?
I'll tell you my guesses. She will say that the young army girl, the new immortal,
Niall,
will be in a gay relationship with her female
Charlie
comrade.
Theron's character.
No, with her former military
Oh,
bestie.
yeah.
So that will be a gay relationship. And she will probably say that Charlize Theron's character, I keep forgetting her name. Her nickname is Andy, from an old
Andromachus of
Scythia. Yeah,
of Scythia. Sorry.
The Scythian, the Scutan. And that she will be in a gay relationship with the Asian chick that I forgot that they drowned in the that I threw in the sea.
Qua or something like that.
Quan.
Yeah, it's spelled like ERQUA or something like
whatever.
that. Yeah,
whatever. The Chinese woman.
yeah.
And then you have the obvious, the actual gay relationship. Yeah. And what else can we make up? Is there no one we can make up?
The Mad Doctor. He's a straight white male. That has to be canon.
Yeah. The villains.
The
villains are all
Chopley?
white.
Was it Chopley?
Except...
Chopley. Is it Chopley or Chorley? Chorley is his name, isn't it?
I don't know.
The black guy who's
Do tell us before.
Booker's the guy who betrays them.
Yeah.
To Chorley, James Chorley, who's a CIA person.
Asset.
They're probably in a gay relationship with each other.
No, I don't think so. Maybe she sees that, but I don't think so. It's probably too. That might be too far fetched even for her.
No, it's never too far fetched.
And you brought it up because I didn't really notice it. Because it's the movie. If you strip it of all the races, it's okay. Character interactions are okay. If you put them, if you put the race thingies on, you will see the villains are all white people. The betrayer in the group is the white guy, and the only villain who gets a is the black guy.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's on purpose.
Here is Joe Crazy.
But that is even the lowest. In this movie, it's not really a problem.
Everyone in here is gay. Ellen, thanks, Ellen. That's great.
Ellen?
I like it. I like it. Like Maggie looked at this Smudcast when there is no relationships, but I like to think that everyone on the Smudcast is gay, and it's just like, oh, okay.
Like, what
are you assuming my sexual orientation?
Yeah, all right.
Let's go with yes, she is.
I wonder
Yay and nay.
I wonder if she does this with other pieces of media in general. It's like, I think they're all gay.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? I never she said that. It's like a billion-piece jigsaw is just like falling into place of like, yeah, I bet you she.
It's all a fetish.
Like the Cats video, Fight Club.
If it's not gay, it's fascism. If it's not gay, it's fascism.
The Lego movie, everyone's gay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everyone is gay. Everyone enjoys anal sex. Everyone is gay.
She's probably one of those people that was frantically shipping Poe and Finn.
Yeah. Well, it's political fetishism.
But to be honest with you, that was an actual like relationship more than the actual relationship.
That is true. That is true.
Penetration.
Finn and Poe had more chemistry than Rey and Ben, Kylo, Ben thing.
Solo.
Highswell Ren.
Kyle Ben.
Emo kid. Darth Emo.
All right, well, let's start listening to her about, I don't know what the hell she's going to say. About the people being a certain orientation.
I just think everyone's gay. Okay.
It takes the a little bit bisexual into like a whole new stratosphere.
Yeah, it's about a group of centuries-old warriors who can heal themselves and use their vast experience.
They're not healing themselves; they're just healing.
Time. I don't want to give too much away because I do think you should see the movie for yourself. But luckily, the characters being explicitly gay is not a spoiler.
Just
who the characters are. Andy, played by Charlize Theron.
No, because it was played off well.
Lover. Joe and Nikki are immortal lovers.
Has a long lost lover.
Wait. I missed that part.
Hold on.
Who did she say were lovers?
Charlize Theron's character has a long lost lover. Okay, is this lover female?
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She has a long lost friend.
It's just her friend. It's just her friend that's never explicit
she's
that
lying,
they're lovers.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you she's projecting that on. She's projecting a gay relationship onto Andy and the Asian woman.
Is Maggie gay?
Because
you're right. No, you're right. You're 100% right. You called it. Yeah.
The Asian woman was the first other immortal that keep forgetting her name. Andre Butcher something.
Andy.
The Scythian.
Call her Andy.
Andy. It was the first. Yeah, I can't remember the name for shit. The Scythian. I would say the Scythian.
I keep telling you the name, Wisp.
Yeah, I can't remember it. I'm horrible with names, and I'm horrible with faces.
Andra or something like that. Just say that. Just say Charlize Theron. That's just easy.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, well, she and the Asian woman was the first other immortal that Andy found after nobody knows how many centuries. That was the first person she could have kinship with, the first person who would stay with her, because the problem when you're immortal is that everybody ages, everybody dies, and you keep on being the way you are. So finding another one like you, that's hopefully gonna be your best friend, because you share the same pain. And as you live that long, you acquire wisdom, you acquire all these fighting skills. And that is the part where it's believable that she's this awesome fighter, because it's not about strength with her, it's just technique. She's been for
long experience.
Yeah, she's probably 2,000 years or something that she's going on, and that's just martial arts perfection. That she where it's not. It doesn't look like martial arts. She's just doing the right moves, and it's just tiny things. And that I can accept. That's believable to me. And there's even a joke where they say she's forgotten more ways to kill people than armies will ever learn in their lifetimes. And I can when you're millennia old, that's probably a thing. But that is just, they were very close friends. They cared about each other, and during the Inquisition, they were accused of witchcraft because they kind of didn't die even when they were hung. It looked quite painful. The church decided, okay, we're gonna burn you. And I had this little chat of, oh god, I have no idea how burning's gonna be. And Charlize Theron says, excruciating. So apparently she's been through it already. And but then the church comes in and takes the Asian woman away, and instead of burning her, they're locking up in an iron cage. Not with bars, but like an Iron Maiden, but without the pointy bits, and drive out into the sea, and it's not known which and where the position is, and they into the sea, and there she's then been for centuries,
constantly drowning, crazy,
drowning forever, and that's kind of a tough story. And everyone else in the group has regret about that, because apparently they share their dreams somewhat, and when they're far apart, that they're psychically linked, so they keep dreaming about the other immortal drowning all the time. It's kind of horrible, and they can't find her.
All right, here is Tyler Preston for a little bit of information on the background of the movie. Off topic, but it relates to the comic. The author, Greg Rucka, is a bit of an SJW since he got into an argument with a comic artist over a Wonder Woman cover being a little saucy. Also, his son Elliot was arrested for being at a BLM rally. Oh, well, that's,
I'm not surprised. I
remember. I kind of remember that argument with the Wonder Woman comic. Yeah. It was kind of silly because it was nothing too special.
Yeah, that explains the certain elements in there, but the movie still works as a fine movie if you strip away the race things, but even those aren't pushed into your face.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Let's keep going.
So that makes it a bad movie.
Race baiting. Yeah,
the movie for yourself, but luckily the characters being explicitly gay is not a spoiler. It's just who the characters are. Andy, played by Charlize Theron, has a long-lost lover. Joe and Nikki are immortal lovers who met while fighting during the Crusades. Niall is
killing each other over and over.
That she herself is immortal and grappling with how to tell her family who she really is.
The textual queer relationship.
Wait, hang on. So how's that gay then?
I don't know.
You're coming out of the closet.
Oh, fuck off!
I was expecting her to really make the connection with the other army girl now.
They connected coming out of the closet with being immortal.
Immortal. Yeah.
Hey, Mom, I can't die.
She does consider that, but the other immortals talk with her about that, about their experiences with having families, having children, and the whole thing that they don't age always backfires.
So what happens, because when you talk about vampirism, or you talk about the Highlander series, the first time they die is when they cease to age, right? That's the age they're stuck at forever.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to that girl there? She's 21 or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good age to be immortal.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah. No, my luck, I'd probably find
Andy's stuck at 98 or 40 or something.
Yeah. Charlize Theron still looks great, and she's she's kind of an underrated action star. At least I think so. Since Mad Max Fury Road is the best Mad Max movie. Just period.
No.
Arguable.
No. I'm going to disagree. No. Yeah.
The other Mad Max movies,
because it's not really a. No, I prefer the Mel Gibson movies. So we're at an impasse here, and since I'm British, I'm right. So carry on.
Hawk's always right.
So that
Hawk was right.
Hashtag Hawk was right all the time.
This is why we blame him for everything.
Yeah.
Who thought of it?
Always right, I don't tell anyone about stuff.
I agree. It was a Furiosa movie, and if the movie had continued with the setup with Mad Max and that intro, that would have been an amazing movie. Well, it became another movie instead.
All right.
Oh yeah, of a different topic.
Both from the Crusades, and they like.
Which
There's
I
this
love.
amazing line that I literally stood up and like spun around because it made me so happy. Where it was just like, there's just like, yeah, we met in the Crusades. We were enemies. We killed each other a lot of times. Like we kept killing each other.
That's so funny.
And then like eventually they're like,
horrible.
I think I'm in love with you. And they have just this incredibly. It's just like it's this beautiful.
What is wrong with these people?
They're obsessing over romanticizing of gay relationships.
It's not a will they, won't they? It's like, no, we've been married for centuries, and like we have been fighting side by side for centuries. I have seen you die thousands of times, and like I still love you so much.
Probably not thousands.
Wow, imagine that. I've seen you die. I don't love you anymore.
And not only are the characters gay, but the
logic
premise
of these people
surrounding
is
immortal
broken.
humans who make the world a better place despite never being allowed to enjoy the fruits of their own labor.
No. Wrong.
What?
Wrong.
What
Completely
the
wrong.
fuck?
No, she didn't get she didn't understand the movie. Holy shit!
No.
Wait a minute.
Just rewind, because she's literally saying that immortals making the world better and not being able to enjoy it is pretty much like gays.
Is that what she said?
Wait, what?
Roll back, because I think that's what she said.
Thousands of times.
And if it is, I'm going to kill somebody.
So much. There's something in it that is so beautiful and like I've never ever seen before.
And not only are the characters gay, but the premise surrounding immortal humans who make the world a better place despite never being allowed to enjoy the fruits of their own labor. That's pretty gay, man.
To your point, Lynn.
Oh no. Okay, she didn't. She didn't say.
No.
Say what you thought she said, but it was
No. She said exactly what I thought she said.
Nah.
She's using gay
because she's saying that gays can't enjoy the fruits of their labor.
No.
She's
No. She's using gay in a different term. She's not using it in the homosexual term.
Right. Saying that.
Meaning,
she's making a pun.
She's doing it in the same way that say Chang from Community would say gay. It's gay.
Like that's bad,
gay, bro.
That's
I know, but I get that out, but it's so close to. The problem with Maggie is she's so insane that it could be what she meant. The subtext.
In this case, I'm sorry. In this case, I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt on that.
I don't care about your benefit of the doubt. From my point of view, that's it feels like that's what she wanted to say, but she was smart enough not to make that.
I think you're oversensitive towards her insanity at this point.
I'm oversensitive to.
You have Maggie Mayfish PTSD.
Who doesn't?
No, it's just that. What? Just because I
don't.
No.
I don't.
Shut up, Dunn.
I just laugh.
Oh, but what's?
I'm just saying it's very close, and
I understand I understand that. Anyway, what's really going on in the movie is that these characters, they're drawn to each other. So when the new immortal comes into being, they all kind of know where that person is and are drawn to getting there. And the visions stop coming once they've joined into a group, once they have the adventurer party together. And they just do what they think is the right thing to do. They're not mercenaries to make the world a better place with that as the goal. They just do what they think is the right thing to do at the present moment. And as it is then, and Charlize Theron's character, she is over the millennia. She gets more and more disillusioned. She feels like like the world just gets worse and worse and worse, and nothing can change it. And the resolution of the movie is at the end that the black guy who gets a redemption, he had tracked down the existence of Andy and her friends in the first place by just going through history and connecting all the dots. And the result of that is that everywhere where they show up and do things, like helping in a war, like carrying some wounded people and stuff like that, and it always turns out, or very often turns out, that a kid they rescued turns out to be having played a major role in discovering penicillin, or making it easier to synthesize, or whatever. Or a guy who founds a company for prosthetics for
blind
children.
Orphan kids.
Yeah, all this stuff, and for other moments in history, like they were at D-Day and made that happen. But we have a bunch of immortals going on there. It certainly helps. And the things that most of the things they did only has rewards 2 or 3 generations down the line. Like they save the parents of someone. They save people who have children who then do something really good for humanity, and they can't know that. They can't see those connections, of course. So the guy who connected the dots saw those connections, and at the end they all stand before his tinfoil hat collection of stuff, the wall with all the evidence, and they finally see what's going on and why they're here, because none of them believes in God and in fate and all of that, but it turns out this is one of these predestination or predestined fate things where apparently they are carrying out God's plan, but they're just not aware of it. And so she regains, Charlize Theron regains her faith into that what she's doing is, after all, doing good for the world, and the world is becoming a better place because of what they do. And the one odd thing, because this is in the credits where you see then all the little details of that wall, is that there's a lot of really cool stuff where they Photoshop them in and stuff like that, and the Cuban Revolution where they're together with Castro doing stuff, and I thought that is not a good thing. That wasn't a good thing in history. I don't know what God's plan was there, but that is not. And when you said that the author of the comic is somewhat of an SJW, that kind of makes sense, because they glorify Castro as something positive, even though he completely ruined that country, turned into the literal animal farm pig.
Hey, Wisp, do you want to tell people what happened to all the gays in Cuba?
It's kind of like about 30,000 got killed.
Yeah.
And Che Guevara really hated the gays, and Castro really hated the gays, and they don't. If you put their quantify, what's that, and their likenesses onto rainbow flags, it's like you could put a picture of Hitler onto a rainbow flag, and it would have the same meaning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm gay. I want to go to Cuba. Good luck. Anyway.
Yeah. So them helping at the Cuban Revolution, totally a good thing. Yeah. Right. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Joe Crazy. Oh God, take a shot every time they say like. They're a bunch of girls.
Like, but like, totally like with
like oh my God, like
Maybe
so
it's
totally.
more like they were fighting to get people out during Castro's reign. They weren't fighting for Castro.
Was Castro in the picture?
Is that explained in the thing?
I don't know, but my assumption is based on their characters that they would not support Fidel Castro.
Yeah, and then
well, maybe
I just go from the
gay.
pictures they showed there with the photographs, and it looked like they were sitting together with Castro in the Cuban Revolution.
Oh, never mind. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, look at it yourself. Maybe I just saw it wrong, but I doubt it, honestly, because of the uniforms they wear and stuff. And young Castro looks a bit different than old Castro.
Maybe Castro's gay though.
Oh, you mean he's a repressed gay that kills the other gays to hating his own gayness?
Yeah.
Well, it's not unheard of. I mean, Hitler was a bit Jewish.
Yeah. What was Genghis Khan?
Anyway, let's keep going, yes.
Genghis Khan was the most not gay person I've ever heard of.
Probably. Although he was
Genghis Khan was a Mongoloid, so...
Well, no, Genghis Khan is a mega Chad who conquered most of the world and had hundreds of wives.
But he died of a nosebleed. So
that was until the Hun.
Pretty gay.
That was until the Hun. That was until the Hun.
He was a great environmentalist. He was a great environmentalist. He killed so many humans that nature regenerated and the oxygen levels of the world increased enough that geologists can notice it in Earth samples. Yeah. Very amazing.
Anyway, enough about reading Greenpeace's manifesto.
All right.
Back to these girls. And they're like teenagers that are obsessed with dicks.
Here's one donation by Francis Ford Coppola. On the Cuban Revolution, I find it funny how people put the Che Guevara's face on the BLM merch. Really? They do that? Holy crap.
Yeah, of course.
He was quoted saying, "We will do for the Negro what the Negro has done for the revolution." That is to say, nothing at all. And the Negro is indolent and lazy. Oh.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. Hey.
Guy, listen, I'll tell you something. You read into what Che Guevara did, and the guy makes Hitler blush with his views. Che Guevara is so right wing. It's just the fact that he used communism as a way to try and get power. It's like with Castro. They just use communism as a way to get power. To then become right wing dictators.
Communism is a scam.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Oh,
it's a scam. It's a scam for a few
wonderful.
people to gain power, and the rest who believes in it are the idiots who help those malicious people.
Mm-hmm. But it's
just a fucking
great.
scam.
All right,
there's no reason why millions of people fled on bits of wood to Florida because Cuba was so great. People getting shot in the streets for anything. If one of your family members was gay, you'd get killed as well for having a gay person in your family.
Anyway,
it was brutal.
In
East Germany, people build hot air balloons.
Let's keep going.
Hot air balloons. Yeah.
Let's pause.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
I think the queer relationship just ups the stakes.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my
God! No.
No, it's just
what stakes?
So it's just a loving relationship. That's all it is, and they're immortal.
So wait, hold on. They're immortal, so they can't die. So what's the stakes? Nothing. But they're gay. Stakes are raised. No, it's not. They're still immortal.
It's just two people in love. That's all. So yeah, they care when the other one is hurt more than friends would probably.
No, I kind of have to wonder if it was a straight guy and his immortal wife.
No, it lowers the stakes. It lowers the stakes.
Yeah. The stakes aren't high because they're not straight.
Let's go back a bit just to make sure that they said what they said.
Oh, that really annoys me.
Here, but having the explicit queer relationship just ups the stakes immediately, and the story just flowed because everything made everyone's heart was so on their sleeve, and there wasn't.
Wait a second! Wouldn't having a heterosexual relationship up the stakes because there's the possibility of pregnancy? Therefore,
not in her mind.
No,
because gay people are more important, more precious than children.
Yeah. Yes. We need more gay people. If humanity was just made of gay people, we'd all be a lot better.
It's just dumb.
Let's think that way.
She's just obsessed with gay people.
Say that about Brokeback
gay
Mountain.
sex, probably.
Yeah, this is really.
Because I don't see any other way why she would fetishize gay people so much.
Yeah, this is like a real fetish here. There's no reason why being gay raises stakes.
Look how happy these people are when they see, oh, gay men, oh god, this is so amazing, oh, I'm so wet.
Yeah, this is it's getting to uncomfortable levels.
Isn't this exploitative?
Yeah,
isn't this objectifying people? They this is the language they use. They're objectifying gay people.
Well, and they pretend like this is like a new thing. Like it's been around forever. Like go watch Brokeback Mountain or something.
Yeah, it's oh god, even older than that. I mean, it's at the point where it's getting boring.
Mm-hmm.
It's so normalized. It's so normalized.
In no way
it's boring.
Does being gay raise stakes at all. I just don't understand it. Like what Smud says, but like, so what was if a normal hetero couple? It's like no, stakes are lower. Why? It's just being gay. It's like,
yeah, if the Avengers were gay, then I would care about them.
Yeah, care about them more. It's like,
yeah, they want
this just tells me that they just don't like straight people.
There are a lot of people on the internet that want cap and fighting.
They want a lot of
cutting out.
Yeah. What?
You cut out
gay Captain America.
Yeah. There is a gay Captain America, though, isn't there? Captain America of the Railroads, or whatever that was called. That horrible.
Yeah, that's social inequality, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't believe that that man is gay. I believe he's totally screwing his sister.
Yeah.
Well, that's much better. Thanks, Dunn.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Oh, now I care.
Well,
now the stakes are high.
Stakes are higher now.
He looks like he's from Alabama, and that's what they do down there.
Well, yeah. Well, to be honest with you, if I get told someone's gay, the stakes stay the same. I'm like, oh, okay.
So just by virtue of me writing a gay pair in my books, that automatically raises the stakes, really?
Yeah. This is
what
weird.
If they're not gay?
I'm sorry.
It certainly raises your income from this demographic. That is the making my fishes.
Do we not?
Yeah, but yeah. What if they're bisexual? What happens with my representation?
If they're bisexual, the stakes are now half raised. They're like, what?
What if they're semi-bisexual?
Oh god.
Yes, what was it you said? It's quarter raised.
If the gay, does that make them more scary?
Semi-bisexual is hetero.
You have 1/4 portion of stakes.
Here is Francis Ford Coppola. These women are regurgitating the same points at one another, agreeing with each other, and there's no discourse. I haven't seen a self-fellation this vacuous since the Oscars. Did you actually watch the Oscars this year?
No.
Did anyone?
Yeah, I saw the Oscars this year.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I watched the Oscars this year.
I did not.
I watched it until someone did the wolf. Someone did a wolf howl, and that's when I went, "No, I'm cutting."
What?
I did not.
Because one of the people who worked in the design was surname was Wolf, and so they thought, I'll do a wolf howl on the stage for that person. It's like, okay,
what?
All right.
Yeah, that literally.
Hollywood's really losing it. Where's the dignity?
Well, only 9 million people viewed the Oscars this year.
I just couldn't bother, honestly.
It was absolutely crap. I mean,
I looked at the movies on the back, like, great job, yeah.
Do you see how angry they got that Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he won Best Actor, and they went, Chadwick Boseman should have won Best Actor. It's like, what, for his stuff in Marvel? No, for Martha's Black Bottom or something like that. I was like, what the fuck are these movies called? And it's like, I'd never heard any of, even the movie that Anthony Hopkins won for, The Father, didn't hear it, didn't see it advertised, don't know anything about it. No, there was no big name movies in it, and there was no big name actors apart from Anthony Hopkins and Chadwick Boseman, and that was it. And one of them is dead. So
yeah,
the Oscars really were just. And someone turned up in a jacket that had all the names of all black people killed by the police sewn into it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And he had George Floyd. He had George Floyd embroidered on his shoes, and I went, well, he's lucky he didn't put on his fucking heel.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm being serious. This all happened. It's like, wow.
it's just a party of crazy people.
It was cringe, it was boring, and it was like all these celebrities. I'm like, these aren't celebrities. I don't know any of them. Like I said, I know.
Look how virtuous I am. Look how you can.
I knew
how virtuous I am.
I'm a self-hating white person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the current fashion. One of them's dead. Yeah, but one of the people I knew was dead. This is. I think my grandparents probably knew more people at the Oscars than I did. I was like, cool. But yeah, it was a shit show. It was an absolute shit show. Hopefully it dies. Hopefully it gets less viewers and dies.
We should probably keep going. We're only 2 minutes in, and we're an hour.
Let's go.
I'm fine done. I could end it right now.
We'll get faster as we move on. As is usually the way. I realized something. These people obsess over gay people a lot, and they obsess over trans people a lot. If this movie had an immortal with gender dysphoria, I don't mean any cross-dressing fetishes. I mean actual proper gender dysphoria. They would love that. But for the character, if you do that right, if you do that the way it really is, that would be an eternity. Centuries, if not millennia, of hell, because you couldn't even kill yourself from the psychological pain that keeps growing as it goes on, and you couldn't transition either because your body would just heal back to biological normal.
Oh yeah.
And
that would have been
until you could finally at some point die when that healing magically stops the same way it started, and then you could punch God in the face or something. Because that would be absolutely hell. And these mad people here, these SJWs and whatever they are, they would just love it because look, a trans person, so amazing. They would not get any of that hell. They wouldn't understand it because they don't understand it in the first place.
There's also kind of I think
it's like
so it's just my 2 cents on that.
People are just obsessive about their own sexuality. Like nobody goes, "Oh, they're so straight. I love this movie." Does anybody do that? I don't.
No.
It's complete fetishism. There's no other explanation why they're so enamored by a relationship that's not heterosexual. There's really no reason for that I can see.
Yep.
Anyway, let's keep going.
We didn't have to read around red tape about people's feelings for each other.
The inciting incident is the group getting outed by the CIA as humans with regenerative properties. Outing closeted gay people was something that the U.S. government did in
She's really quitting
it. Which paralleled McCarthyism and the Second Red Scare. The Lavender Scare was a moral panic that called for gays and lesbians to be dismissed from government service. And
they're not trying to kill the immortals.
Lesbians were supposedly a
national
security risk, and if you were a true patriotic American, that meant you had to be straight and cis. Now the whole Lavender Scare.
And she's equating gay people with persecuting communists.
Niall realizes that she's immortal after surviving a gunshot wound to the chest while serving in the military. She has to leave service lest they find out her secret, which tracks with the don't ask, don't tell policy that was ordered by Bill Clinton in 1993 and Trump's current ban on transgender individuals.
You're insane. You idiot.
Trump! Yay! Woo! Yay!
Do we have bingo cards?
Guys, it's already filled in. The bingo card's already done, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smud. We've got 4 versions of the bingo card. I'm on my 3rd one right now. We've only been going 5 minutes.
My God.
But yeah, Trump. She's
Trump. Really. She's putting immortals, people with superpowers. Really. So this is really where she headed, Hawk. Wow. It didn't look like it at first, but now she did it. On the same level as gays being persecuted for being gay. Which is what communists did. And on the same level as communists being persecuted for being communists who only exist to undermine a nation, weaken it, turning it inside out, telling the people to hate their own country so that it creates chaos where the communists can finally take over and establish their tyranny that kills millions because of their absolute mismanagement and hatred for certain demographics like workers. Communists do not love workers, they hate workers. That's one part of it. And on the transgender military ban of Trump, that is, I'm sorry, that's the right thing to do. People with gender dysphoria have issues. We are highly depressed. We are on extreme psychological pressure, psychological pain, which is what results in very depressive symptoms, which is where then suicidality comes into play after a long time. After a long time. Not during puberty, after a long time after that. Usually, we make it that long. We make it for about 10, 20 years after puberty. So you have someone who's already not stable. Not insane, but not stable. And if you transition, you get the hormonal changes. That's a very, I want to say, I'd say you are a liability during that phase because there's a lot of rewiring going on in your brain. You have to deal with a new set of how you emotionally function. That goes for both male to females and female to males, just in different ways. So we male to females are more emotionally vulnerable, I would say, and the male to female to males, they have to deal with all the aggression that comes with the testosterone. And so that's one part of it. After that, you have a demographic in your military that requires a constant stream of special medication. Because if that stream of special medication is cut off, you will have very quick adverse effects where the emotional state of the patient is thrown into absolute turmoil, and the short-term changes back of the body, because they lack the hormone therapy and the possible suppressants that go with it. That is another thing that really wrecks you, because hey, maybe you are a male to female, you're a trans woman, and suddenly for some reason your testosterone blocker supply is cut off, and you've had a nice hairline all the time. You were blessed with a wonderful hairline, and suddenly for a month you're cut off from your testosterone blockers, and you lose an inch of that hairline. It's just going whoop, just going whoop up, and you think, and you're never getting that back, at least not naturally. That's call it vain, but women kind of like not being bald, more so than men, I would say.
And men.
So and this is equal. This is equal to having or worse than having military personnel that has hypothyroidism, or hypothyreosis, whatever it's called in English, where your thyroid gland is not working properly, and you need hormone substitutes for your thyroid, which is something I developed at around 12. So that's a reason to either get a lower priority in being drafted, when we had the draft still, or you are rejected outright because you are a liability. If we would send you to the front lines, if you would send you to deployment, you would need a constant stream of thyroid hormones, of medication. Because if that runs out, your metabolism goes down, your mood goes down, and you turn into a wet sack of potatoes who will not even move a muscle, seeing your comrades, seeing your friends being shot as your position is run over, because your system, your brain just can't care anymore. And it's not because you're a bad person, it's just because you do not have the mental energy anymore to care. Or go a level worse and say, okay, you have a diabetic grunt on the front lines who constantly needs insulin. That's the problem here. That's why transgenders should not be in the military. And if you talk about, but not everyone has gender dysphoria, then you are not trans. I'm sorry, you do not have a condition. Maybe you're mental.
It's one thing. It's like I think it's in the British Navy. Women can't serve on submarines.
Well, Why?
Due
why
to because they can't because they go on quite long trips, and the space is limited, and they can't always supply enough tampons and sanitary pads and stuff like that.
So
because
special supplies problem.
Yeah, so we don't dock for like months and months. So yeah, so the British Navy just goes, well, no, just no women on there, and also the pressure affects women differently than it does men.
Okay.
So
it doesn't surprise me really, but I'd be interested about the effects.
Wait, no, what'd you say, Hog? What'd you say?
The pressure under the water affects women differently.
Oh, okay.
So it affects your blood as well. So you can't have someone. So if women are bleeding, and it makes your blood. I don't know if it makes it thicker or thinner or something, but it just makes them bleed more. So.
And also the stench of menstrual blood, and an unwashed underwear is excruciating. Submarines already stink like hell because of all the sweat, and nowadays it's probably a little bit more workable. But I've had an apartment mate once. She didn't wash her clothes. She just put them in a pile in her room, and it started to the fumes. My God!
Oh.
Now I have neighbors in the apartment next door who do the same. They do not wash their fucking menstrual underwear.
Women disgusting. Learn to wash clothes.
Not clean. Women are disgusting.
Well, the reason why I do
the
that
stench is so bad that it comes out of their apartment, into the corridor, into the staircase, and into my apartment.
Wisp, calm down. We get it.
Let's
it's torture.
Let's get back to talking about the gays, okay?
Yeah,
Maggie.
Yeah, let's go back to gay people.
Oh, to other insane people, okay? Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
let's go.
Gay raises the stakes.
And Trump's current ban on transgender individuals from serving in the military. In the world of the old guard, there is an evil corporation promising to find a way to reverse their condition so that they can lead normal lives. Similar to the pseudoscientific idea that homosexuality is a genetic defect.
No!
Isolated.
No!
Oh my God! You idiot! It's not a defect. It's an anomaly. It's a wonderful anomaly that I want to exploit. That's not a defect.
Yeah.
Maggie, you're an idiot.
I wanted to say something.
You're an idiot. What I said? There's no word to describe how dumb you are.
Can I just say, you know when I said that she was making immortality like being gay, and you went, no, that's not what she's doing.
It wasn't what she did in the bit you said, but it's what she did now.
Hawk was always right.
Because
you know where it was going to lead. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I knew exactly where it was going to go. I fucking called it.
I believe. Okay, yeah. I believe your future prediction. If you had said that back then, but the first part wasn't implying that yet.
No. She here's the thing with Maggie.
The lottery numbers.
4.
4. Okay.
How many numbers does American lottery have?
Fuck, I don't know.
8, 7, but
8. I will now.
9.
Yeah, have a check. I'll give you some numbers. I'll just say numbers off my head because it's different over here. There's just a set number. But here's the thing. I knew she was going to make immortality being like gayness. The minute she said immortal people can't reap, the benefits of what they do. No, not reproduce, but reap the benefits.
What benefit? Okay, then tell me, Maggie. Tell me what benefits the gay people bring.
Yeah,
you haven't explained that to me, and you know, that's still what?
New romantic music, fashion.
They can reap the benefits of that.
Wallpaper design.
They can reap the benefits of that right away. That's inventions they make right away. Or poetry.
Hey, listen.
Or like Oscar Wilde. Everyone reaps the benefits of that instantly.
George Michael. Come on, everyone reaps the benefits.
Gotta have faith.
Maggie's lesbian porn collection. Lesbian and gay porn collection.
Yeah.
Oh, who can forget Wham's Last Christmas? We hear it every year.
Yeah, but Maggie, please tell me what are the rewards of gayness that gay people can't reap?
The stakes.
What is it that gay people do that they can't reap the rewards of?
I don't know. Have kids.
Maggie, you're making up shit.
I don't know.
Maggie, you're insane.
Yeah.
You get a therapist, for fuck's sake.
She'll never get a therapist. She's a perfect.
She's too happy. She's too happy to see that she has issues.
Oh yeah. But I was.
Insanity where she doesn't suffer from her own insanity.
Yeah, but let's keep going about how immortals are like. I'm pretty sure if you put a couple of bullets into a gay person, it can get.
Does that mean Will Smith's Hancock was gay?
I'm just confused on how.
Hang on, wasn't Charlize Theron in that one as well?
Yes.
I think she was.
Yeah, she was an immortal. Wow, that's 2 films she's been immortal in. Wow, okay.
I'm just concerned that the people of the world of this story think that immortality is a problem, and they have to.
No, they don't. They don't.
They don't.
Yeah,
they don't think it's a problem. No, they don't. They think it's the thing that we can exploit to bring. It's the greater good thing. They want to capture the immortals to use them as lab rats and figure out how they are immortal to fight dementia and prolong the life of people and all of that stuff.
Oh,
the only problem is
like the Wolverine, right?
And of course, market that to make money.
Yeah, but the problem is even though it sounds good, so what they have to do is make Merrick, the Harry Potter kid, who's the bad guy, insane and want to torture people.
He's a sadist.
Yeah. So they have to go over the top with him as a character.
So he's a sadist sociopath. I wouldn't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he enjoys that. He enjoys inflicting pain. He just does it.
Yeah.
Then maybe sociopath is right, but maybe sadist is probably not right.
All right, let's try and keep going.
Or those who push conversion therapy as a cure for homosexuality. Before the internet and before open acceptance, queerness often meant severe loneliness and isolation, unable to meet people like you or even reveal to the world who you were. Just like the immortal characters in the Old Guard, who sometimes wander for hundreds of years in isolation with no one to turn to.
That scene, by the way, where he was walking out of
the room. That's not gays.
Yeah, that was talking to his son who was dying at the age of 40 of cancer, and his son couldn't cope with the stuff that when his dad wanted to come clear with him because his dad wasn't aging. His son was 40 years old, so his dad, who already looked like 30 all of his life, he should be an old man now, but he's still the same age. And his son didn't understand that. Of course, none of his kids did. And none of them wanted to buy this whole immortality shtick, which is kind of believable, especially when you're dying and you think, "You asshole, you tell me all these stories and all this stuff, and I am here having to die, and you get to live on. This is fucked up." And that's what creates resentment, especially when you're in pain, because when you're in a lot of pain, it's pretty hard to think clearly and be empathetic. But that's not the same as gayness. That's apples and pears that you're equating here, or rather apples and oranges, or maybe apples and toasters.
Oh, apples and gays, right?
Apples and gays, they're the same thing, aren't they? It's just
same fruit.
They're both a bit fruity. Hey.
Do I have to mention that we are covering a bunch of communists, dick-obsessed communists who think Shea and Castro were good people on Labor Day. The themes, man, the themes.
Themes. How does it make you feel? Well, gay? Correct.
How's it feel you?
What about feeling normal? Can that be possible?
No, you're not allowed to
I
do
would like
that.
to feel normal.
It has to be gay, or else there's no stakes involved.
I would like to feel normal. I would like to have a normal family. Still have
You
some
have to be a
fertilizer.
raging. You have to be
Can
a
I feel
raging
happy?
homo. No, gay. Only gay. No happy. Oh, this video is going to get really bad really quickly.
Yeah. We're gonna make it through.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
I actually watched a behind the scenes featurette that showed like the timeline of all the different characters because I was very curious. And it was very informative. It talked a lot about Charlize's character roaming alone for years and years and years.
Linz really looks like
the only other immortal
cartoon.
person that she found. And I think, a lot of queer people can relate to that sense of loneliness. Coming out.
Dude, we
in our life where
we live in a time where
everybody's
people
fucking
get
queer.
the most support. Kids get told they're gay when they're not, and there's hookup sites everywhere.
You got fucking Grinder, for God's sake.
But did she just try to equate that like being a loner is somehow gay or something? Is that what she's saying?
All gay people are lonely.
So the original nerds are like gay people and are oppressed. Yeah, is that what you're saying?
The original nerds are raging faggots. We've all just got to accept that.
Well, to be fair, we know for sure that Movie Bob is not a raging faggot. He's just a raging moron.
If there's any faggot near him, he'd probably eat it all.
Wolverine is gay.
My fucking God.
Yeah, Wolverine's gay. Oh,
because he's immortal and he's a loner.
Why is Wolverine gay
really
all of a sudden?
Because he's immortal and he's also a loner. Whisper, come on.
Oh God. Oh right. The whole we're doing the Proctor Hog nonsense now.
And he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Postdoc Proctor.
And he's Canadian. Yeah, and he's Canadian, which automatically equates gayness.
Yes, Alex Halo. Yes.
Sorry about that, Smud. You never knew it. You're just repressing it.
Here's Alex Halo.
Neptunia, yes.
Neptunia has been around for years. And it has Yuri. Thank you, Alex. That's great.
Yes.
Did you say here's Neptunia with an Alex Halo?
Dude, but that's anime lesbianism that has sexy girls. That is not okay.
No, lesbianism is not
ugly.
gay. No, but lesbianism
Lesbians
isn't
have
gay.
to be ugly or they're
Gayness
not
needs to be
accepted by the socialists.
Men have to just have sex with men, and that's the only way. There should just be. If there's only men in the world having sex with men, it'd be perfect for these women.
Yeah, since everybody has to be the same, we all have to stay in our lanes, like the white people with the white people, and whoever the white people are, because that keeps constantly changing. The black people with the black people, the Hispanics with the Hispanics.
Whoever they are, since it keeps changing.
Yeah, and because that's not a real race, and the Asians with the Asians, because it's all. Sometimes it's ethnicity, sometimes it's just where you live. This is weird, and of course, then that also means the gay people have to stay in the gay people lane, and the men have to stay in the men people lane, and women in the women lane, and that also means, of course, that men can only have sexual interactions with other men, and women only with other women. And trans people only with other trans people.
This is just superficial.
And that's how we save humanity.
Yeah, this is
trans actors should play trans characters rather than.
Yeah, and that is so dumb because most of these people aren't even trans.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it's
just role playing anyway.
They just want to pretend, right?
Yeah,
But this point is ridiculous.
Can we go back to acting when actor plays something that he's not?
Yeah,
so point of acting.
Pretty sure Keanu Reeves isn't like a psychotic murderer.
No.
We hope.
Oh, if we play if we have like horror movies with pedophiles, do they need to be played by real pedophiles?
Yes. I don't know how to answer this question. My lawyers are telling me to take the fifth, but
Okay.
Yeah.
And movie monsters in the future should be played by real monsters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like we need real xenomorphs for real xenomorph representation.
Yeah, or just white woman in the upcoming House of the Dragon series, or they shouldn't be playing.
And non-cybernetic people should not play androids.
Yes.
Because they have no idea of the experience.
I'm a bit.
But transsexuals should play as Transformers.
Wow.
So Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is like less good because it's Terrence Stamp playing a trans woman as opposed to an actual trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's assuming that trans women are automatically good actors.
Yeah.
That is
also that any actors these days are any good actors.
There are a few, most of them left over from
the 90s.
Good old days. Yeah.
Here's Alex Halo. I'm a bit confused, but are you telling me Jean Brain F Wolverine as well? What? Jean Brain? What the hell? Who is Jean
Grey?
Maybe Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
Is he saying she mind fucked him or something?
Fuck Wolverine? I don't know.
With Iceman, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they would probably do it in a threesome.
All the comics.
They would probably have a threesome or something, and these people would probably go nuts for it.
More of the threesome homies.
Pansex.
Yeah, because for them it's all about sex. It's not about the story. It's not about the hero's journey. It's not about real struggles. It's about when do they finally kiss each other and make out and stick their dicks into orifices.
Just go to Pornhub or something. God damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of free porn sites.
It's not enough when it's just. It's not enough for them if it's just fan fiction.
Hell,
it needs to
I'm sure Dunn can have a Pinterest file that's got plenty of stuff for them to look at.
Oh yes.
Share it.
Yes.
But yeah, I think we can all
unrelated off-topic section.
Ooh,
I think we can all. Well, I think we can all agree that these people only are literally only watching movies for fetish reasons.
Yes.
I don't know why.
It's
the
same way they're fetishizing tropes. They always need the same trope. Like there is how do you say this? There's fan fiction or fictions writing sites that are for porn, for specific porn stories with main theme. And so that, for example, exists for the trans thing. But you will also find cross-dressing stories and other stuff in there. And you will find every variety of it. There are even some good well-written ones. I've even found a Mary Sue story, where the main character is Mary Sue. But it's fun to read. Because it's kind of like an Overlord story. And the thing is, all these stories, they always have the same key elements. Because that's why people read them. They read them for these key elements, like the transformation scene, or the struggle of the character with the new situation, and adapting to that. Whether the character was trans before, had dysphoria before or not. Because it's usually more about the struggle, whether that's before or after the transformation. Because this is an escapist fantasy for people with dysphoria, and it's of course liked by the fetishists who the autogynephiles, for example. But you always have these elements in it, and it's just written in different ways. But it's always the same thing. And some of these you could even equate to the hero's journey. Most of them not. But this is what these people do, the Maggie May Fishes and her super friends. They want all of these their personal fetishes that they get off on, because it's not escapism for them. For them, it's just they want the endorphin rush from it. They want all of that in the canon, instead of just being the side story or being a version of it, because they need it to be the real thing. And they want everyone to share in it, and that everyone has to experience what they experience. They're not self-contained people. I don't know how to. I am not yet done finding the right words for what's going on with them.
I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like the when women read 50 Shades of Grey or something. Many of them, they're not reading the book. They're skimming through the pages for the next sex scene.
Well, I would personally love to.
I've had several female friends who were exactly like that.
I would love to read a book by Maggie Mayfish just to see what the hell is in her head that she could commit to the page and say, this is a chapter, this is a verse where a person does something and it makes sense and it's logical and it follows a through line. You're like, Maggie.
I can only guess.
Smud, would you actually pay for that?
I can only guess it's worse than Lindsay Ellis's book.
Oh, that I wouldn't watch.
Have you heard about the content of that? It's absolutely every trope that you will find in the classic, as Peterson described it, the classic female fantasy. You have the Taming the Beast storyline. You have the fantastical stuff. You have the subject yourself to a higher power thing that controls you, but that you also befriend. And all this stuff. It's all of that. And Lindsay Ellis, who is such a feminist, who wants to be so independent, writes the absolute epitome of the female sexual fantasy.
Of smut.
For all females, okay.
It's staggering, wonderful.
Oh, shall we continue with it?
Yeah.
Yep, let's go.
I just got told I described earlier the with the sex segregation. I got told by someone that I essentially described the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes, pretty much, yeah.
Oh dear.
So much pornea.
Pornea. Sounds like an island in Greece.
I don't know if I want to go to that island or not.
Is it east of Lesbos?
That is actually an island. Oh dear.
Yeah, they put the leprosy patients there.
That's not even a joke either.
Yeah, it's a leprosy colony. Oh, your lips are falling off. Better get to Lesbos before someone catches it from you.
Better go with all those lesbians.
I'd like my dick not to fall off.
Anyway, Maggie, shall we? Let's
right.
Be professional, and we'll continue.
We can't, for whatever reason, be around other queer people. The way that the themes talked about like a specifically queerness type of love, the way it examined loss with Charlize's character, who is without the person that she fell in love with, which for a lot of queer people,
it's not the kind of love you think.
It's friendship love. It's the same love as Sam and Frodo.
And being alone in isolation.
The film's timeline also queers traditional linear storytelling. The film spans over a
What is queering?
A verb?
It queers a traditional.
Wait. Since when's that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's making shit up now. She's not even speaking English. I'm sorry. I can't handle this. She's queer.
The English language is very prone to verbifying every noun that it has and every adjective that it has. But how do you queerify history? That sounds like you're trying to be a history revisionist.
No, it's not even queerifying history. It's queerifying storytelling. How do you do that?
Oh, storytelling, right? That was it. What is
how
that?
Do you
narrative?
Yeah,
I have no idea. Let's back up a little bit.
Making characters retroactively gay, like J.K. Rowling,
and being alone in isolation.
The film's timeline also queers traditional linear storytelling. The film spans over a millennia, uses flashbacks and non-linear storytelling.
What is non-linear storytelling?
Right?
What is that?
Not this. Having a couple flashbacks in between is still linear storytelling. Your story's still progressing on the main line all the time. Non-linear storytelling would Vanilla Sky, I think, was non-linear. and I think Memento was the name of the movie that was going backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was technically that's still linear, just inverted.
Well, usually
Backwards.
when we're referring to non-linear, we're talking about branching, so multiple branches of a story. So from one point, there's multiple perspectives. That is very unique. And I have to have an example to actually represent that, because we only talk about that in video games because we have the opportunity to have multiple perspectives from multiple characters at the same time. So the best example I could think of is Suikoden 3, where they have each chapter can be played by a specific character from their perspective. And then you could change the next chapter to another character if you so choose. But that's more of a control aspect than it is an aspect of linear or non-linear storytelling, because, as we've said, everything is linear. You can only understand things linearly. You can't understand things backwards. But even that would still be linear, though, just backwards.
It's like there's a I think it's a French film where it's all in reverse.
Also, have you not read the
Stormlight
Stormlight Archive? Have you not read the Stormlight Archive, Maggie? It's one of the best modern fantasy books in existence. Also, that doesn't do linear storytelling.
But how does making something non-linear make it queer?
I had a question. Would then Wheel of Time be non-linear?
Yeah. Well, hold on. It's regardless of whether things are linear or not. How does being non-linear make it queer?
I don't know.
Because
it's not straight. Linear means straight.
Straight line.
And queer is askew.
You're making a joke, but
when you do a U-turn,
right.
You do a U-turn, that's gay.
Ironically,
don't forget, these people are looking for every excuse, even if it's through a pun or a joke, to justify that everything is gay.
Yeah,
you have to point it all out.
Yeah,
probably is as well. Oh,
no jaywalking, because that's not straight.
Fuck, man.
Oh no.
They really want to do it, but I don't I imagine like at least two of them are not getting any poontang.
Yeah,
Poontang?
Just get a drink.
Poontang, it's slang for sex. I don't know where it came from.
Never heard of it.
Don't worry, guys.
I just want more.
Really?
I just want more art from Botan.
I like it.
Why? You never heard of poontang? Wow,
it's kind of like punani.
Thou art an innocent. I salute you. Relatively speaking.
Anyway, let's continue with this fucking brain fuck.
All staples of queer media and queer storytelling. When parts of your identity are
queer
denied from
storytelling.
you, part of
What's
the coming
queer
out process
storytelling?
is looking back on your life and seeing events in new light. The characters, being immortal, are also removed from the regular timeline happening to everyone else around them.
Yeah,
like gay people.
That's weird wording.
The time stream that's happening to everyone else until you find those people that are in it with you, and then it is like this incredible like found family moment.
Queer culture often involves going back in time, questioning and interrogating not just your own past, but the hidden and erased details of queer history. And while the framing of the film and the characters all lend themselves to a queer analysis, the film also portrays homophobia and queerness unashamed in the face of homophobia.
This scene wasn't homophobic. Okay, that is the scene I was talking about in the beginning, where these two are captured, and it's not homophobic. They're just making jokes. Jokes are not inherently homophobic. The one of the agents there saying, making the joke because he cares about the other guy. Of course, look, he's on the floor and hurt. They're at least friends probably because they're in the same group. And the guy makes the joke and what? Why you care so much? Is he your boyfriend?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's not a homophobic joke. That's just a joke.
It's a joke that everyone would make.
Yeah, it's not homophobic.
They did that shit.
Nobody in that entire movie, in the present day, has any problem with these two being gay and in a loving relationship. Nobody.
Wait,
absolutely nobody.
Do they know they're gay or?
Oh, there's the guy who's sitting upright here. Once the other guy is up again, he explains that, and essentially right after the joke of is he your boyfriend, and he makes a wonderful speech about that, about that being immature and infantile to say that. And that reflects on him being infantile. And then he explains what he actually feels for the other guy. And it is one of the most deep, loving, and romantic things you will ever hear from anyone.
Wow.
That's a touching speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a great scene.
Very touching.
Did it make you?
Yeah, and there's no homophobia in any of this, and not afterwards from the guards as well. The guy who made the joke at first, he's touched for a moment, and then the two guys kiss, and not obscene. That just kiss lovingly because of this moment, and then of course because after it takes too long, because they shouldn't be. The prisoners should be apart. They pull them apart again, and that's where the scene cuts off. And the next thing you see is the truck arrives at the destination, and the guards there open the thing, and everyone but these two is unconscious because they beat them all up, because they have centuries of fighting experience.
Yeah,
that's the kind of the joke of the whole thing. But it wasn't homophobia. It was their prisoners, so we restrain them.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes if you don't restrain the gays, what are they gonna do? I'm joking.
I can't think of a single moment in this thing where there was homophobia, except maybe somewhere in the past centuries, somewhere where there was a time when it wasn't okay, or something. I don't know, but that's not even mentioned. It's not mentioned.
It doesn't matter. Even if there wasn't any homophobia, Maggie and her friends will find homophobia somewhere.
Yeah, they will find it in a joke. They will find it in any comment of rejection, even if it doesn't have anything to do with homosexuality. Because she's
just criticizing the person is just like, hey, you need to be better. Oh,
yeah, because that's the same. It's the same obsession as she has with seeing the gay everywhere, and you questioning her about seeing the gay everywhere is automatically homophobic. It's just a reaction. It's an emotional reaction. She's not logical. She's just reacting.
She's just psychotic.
She's just
yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
I don't think she's conscious.
Oh no,
she's not. I'll just wait for their reading.
How does she get through the day?
So
then?
funny. Just wait for their reading.
It's just all automated.
Surprisingly, breathing.
It's all automation.
Oh boy.
Nikki.
Is it your boyfriend?
There's a scene where they're captured, and that speech that he gives about because one of the people who captured them derogatorily, he calls him his boyfriend, and that's such an integral part of a queer person. Your love relationships always being downgraded, or
it would be the same for a heterosexual relationship. First off, they don't know they're lovers. Secondly, if this was man and woman in love, it would be, you could play the scene exactly the same.
Yes, like
and that's why it's well written.
Yes.
Yeah, they would ask. Yeah, they would ask. Is he your girlfriend? Is she your girlfriend or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, this is another problem with these people's views of gayness. It's like sex is everything. Sex is everything, because what you just said there is, people's homosexual relationships are downgraded. It's like, no, nobody cares who you're fucking. Nobody really cares at all.
Just keep it in the bedroom, please.
Yeah, I really couldn't care whether you were I couldn't care whether you were fucking if you're a gay guy, fucking Henry Cavill. I couldn't give a shit. It's like, it means nothing to me.
I don't care if you're straight and you're fucking, the opposite sex. I don't care. Just keep it in the bedroom, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and all of that you see in the movie is just the kiss in that scene of them, and it's a good scene. It's a good kiss. It's a loving. It's a loving one. It's not a sexual one.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a loving
one. What I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is the way they're putting out is this is integral to their character. It's like this is a problem. Sex is everything to these people. It's sex, sex, and I'm just like, God. I mean.
And by the way, these are the same.
Even I need a break.
So
even
these people
are,
by their political affiliation, automatically feminists, and these prejudiced women, these absolutely prejudiced women who only think in stereotypes, they are the ones accusing men to only think of sex all the time.
Yeah, and here we are, literally
projection.
Just sex. It's just sex. It's just.
I think they see the homosexual relationship or any sort of relationship regarded not as a normal one, as this holier than thou thing.
Superior.
It's so important that they have
sex.
They have this relationship. It's like they have a relationship. What is so magical about that that's different than someone who's not gay? Like, what is the big deal? The special element comes from, as we've said, the sentence, how he describes this person, how they love each other and why. That's what matters. It doesn't matter what they are. You could be talking about a wall. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. He has a romantic relationship with a thing.
About
a wall.
He could be talking about how much he loves Geode from the Star Wars.
yeah, exactly. But it's just this thing where it's like it's they don't care about the speech. They don't care about how well it was written. It was just the fact that it was two gay men saying they loved each other, and that's what gets them off.
And here's a question.
Wait, it gets weirder.
Because I haven't figured this out yet.
Again, it's just like Brokeback
No
Mountain.
spoilers.
Come on.
No spoilers, please. Well, there's one thing I haven't figured out yet, and that is here the I forgot the name, Morgan something. Not the Blob.
Morgan Osterberg. Morgan Osterberg.
Yeah.
Colonoscopy.
I don't remember the wife of the woman who made the new She-Ra. So that sounds like a lesbian relationship. Why are lesbians obsessed with gay men having relationships and sex?
Because they're actually lesbians.
No, I don't understand. I don't understand how that fits in.
I don't know.
Because most lesbians aren't lesbian.
Gay men are happy. They don't care.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand anything you just said.
Sorry, cough. Most lesbians aren't actually lesbian. Cough. Sorry, I have to make it a bit more simpler. That's why they're so interested in dicks. They're literally like, I'm so ugly. No man wants me. Let me just see if I can get some low effort lesbian or other woman who thinks that they can't get men, and that's why most lesbian relationships end up in violence and separation.
Divorce rate is higher.
Violence is part of the emotional dysregulation due to the hormone things that women go through.
Yeah, but they're also tend to be not really happy with each other.
Yeah,
that's
because
the funny thing.
Women are miserable a lot of the time, and they are not good at solving their own problems.
Well,
they just want to talk about their problems, and then they think that's it. And men work through their problems. That's why men always give this annoying advice on how to solve a problem that a woman doesn't want to hear. A woman just wants to vent.
Yeah, but it's like Al Bundy says, men don't understand women because women understand women and they hate each other. So.
Yeah,
but I would also think that women don't understand women. At least not the immature ones.
Women don't understand each other perfectly, and they hate. No, we just hate each other. Women just hate everybody. Once you start realizing women hate everybody, then you go, it all falls into place.
Because of constant unhealthy competition with each other. Men are unhealthy competition with each other. Mm-hmm. Women are unhealthy, undermining competition with each other.
Yeah, men know that they can punch each other's like jaws and everything, and go, this is how we'll save our
male competition male competition is based on self-improvement, getting better than the other.
Or maybe it's male privilege.
Oh, I don't care. I like being. I like
female competition is tearing the other women down because I'm getting older and therefore less pretty, and the young ones are prettier, so I must sabotage the young pretty ones so that I can still have a chance. That's the story of Snow White.
Yeah.
Unironically,
anyway, yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, more about Maggie's gay fetish, and I can't believe those words ever left my mouth.
Well, we know for sure that her sexual awakening was Orlando Bloom and Liv Tyler. So,
oh my god.
Okay.
Yay! Thanks.
Yeah, she said that in her first daddy's video.
Okay.
God, I really hate my life.
I mean, does she want her parents to be gay too? What is this?
I think she wants many things, a lot of them bad.
There's so much gay. I'm getting a headache. There's so much gay.
The gay cast.
Welcome to Smudcast, the gay. Yeah, okay.
Welcome to Smudcast. We're all raging homos.
We are the big gay. We are the big gay.
We are the immense gay.
We are happy and gay.
We are gay and queer. We're here. We're queer. We're not. I don't know. I think we can continue.
Queer. I'm getting out of here.
All right, let's continue.
I'll get the room.
A heteronormative point of view, but it's the same.
We need more bingo cards.
It's not my boyfriend. Like, he's the person that I, is my whole life.
Maggie, are you okay?
Maggie, you can't even articulate this because you're too dumb to.
I think you're taking it too personally.
He's not my boyfriend. He's the person I love. So your boyfriend, then. Are you married? Well, no. So he's your boyfriend, then.
I don't think these people use rational thoughts to explain their interests and their rationale for whatever. It's just sort of this emotion that goes, ooh, I like the thing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, where's going on in your brain right now that this happened? Tell me.
It's just emotional reacting. There's no.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't think people like Maggie are conscious. It's just emotional reacting to X.
Yeah. They're like boyfriends of each other, and they kiss each other. It's like
I'd say she's mentally 14.
I think she's mentally like 7.
We should watch A Day in the Life of
she's
Maggie.
too horny for she's too
Day in the
horny
Life
to be
of
7.
That's why I'm going for 14.
I keep imagining that commercial where she walks into the guy about the manscaping, and she's like, ooh.
Oh yeah, that was strange.
That's a thing that happened, and I'll never be able to get out of my head. Yay.
Yeah, she's just constantly thirsty.
She's always
if women are like this, then yeah, I'm going to become gay.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there are a lot of women that are not like that.
Or you could just watch spicy stuff on the internet.
I could just go to Dunn's Pinterest board. It'd be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Dunn, just send that over. I'm gonna start.
Just send me the link.
Alrighty, I will put it in the.
He's like, sure, no problem.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got your back, buddy.
Yes, keep the humble brag to myself this time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The search for love is over.
Because I once got an absolutely wonderful compliment that fuck.
You got a wonderful compliment. Fuck.
Maybe if I get drunk enough, I'll tell it.
We all have those times.
Yeah, well, maybe if I get drunk enough, I'll tell it.
Yeah.
The
video.
Here is a Sporkaflop. He donated $1. Thank you. So, Raiden, in Raiden's voice, your themes end here. Yeah. Okay. Was that from the newest movie or the original? I can't recall. That was.
Your themes suck. Get new ones.
Yeah.
But Berserk in the chat. Yeah, the Japanese are better at making gay stories than these people. They're also better at making trans stories.
They're also better at making stories.
Yeah, they're making stories.
Yeah, that's where it begins.
Oh yeah, I'm not even lying. There's a lot better stories in Japanese.
They're also better at writing women.
Yeah.
Here's
they hate women. I mean,
here's Evergents. Thank you, sir. Annoys me how they make a big deal about the themes of immortality, people out of time, losing loved ones along the way, using flashbacks, etc., acting like Highlander didn't do these things better. It even had Queen. That's what it sounds like. It's a Highlander-like story, just without swords.
Immortality stories aren't done very often because I'd say they're hard to write because you have to go into the philosophy and psychology of people a lot.
Yeah.
Because this is a really big concept.
But if your immortality doesn't make sense story-wise, it messes up your whole movie as well, or whole story.
Yeah, it has to have psychological impacts and philosophical questions. Otherwise, it's pointless. Then you just have, if you just do it with alien beings, then it's irrelevant because those function differently. Humans that are just out of this, then that's a different thing.
Like what Highlander did later on in the series.
But a great example of doing the whole exploration of immortality well is the JRPG what was Lost Odyssey. Came out for Xbox. I'm still hoping that it will be ported someday. If you can get a hold of that, it's wonderfully written, and it has about 50 short stories within it that give insight on the characters, and that all play on different issues surrounding the whole immortality thing.
Yeah,
it's wonderfully written.
I tend to akin to Planescape Torment in premise alone, because it has the idea of losing your memory and what happened during this time frame and all these other backstories regarding that. That's the premise, not the actual experience, not the actual story, not the actual gameplay experience. It's all uniquely Japanese. So, but still the immortal amnesiac protagonist character with a sword.
Yeah, but if you don't want to play it, there's probably a compilation of the short stories, and they're also well animated. The way the text appears, it conveys the atmosphere and emotion on top of that. It's very well done. Just maybe there's a video out of that on YouTube where you can have that experience with the text appearing like it does in the game. I highly recommend reading them. They're great. That is great writing.
All right.
Yeah, we can keep going.
Kiss still thrills me after millennia.
Yeah.
And they just make out in front of a SWAT team.
I love that. I love how they weaponized queerness in that moment too.
Yeah.
Weaponized queerness.
You're just jerking
What the hell is weaponized queerness, guys? Can you tell me? Anyone?
Is that what they said?
That's when this black woman goes out to tell children that they're gay and should have sex.
Oh yeah, they have that whole queer kids, right? Oh
yeah,
boy.
that's her.
Oh god.
God, no, I'm not gonna say it.
I wish I did drink.
I will do that.
I wish I had something better to drink. But the only thing better right now that I'm willing to touch is some Irish mist, and that's more like a one-shot thing.
Weaponized queerness. I
think lots of these women are just jealous of.
We all know that they're fetishizing it because there's no way that normal people would have had that reaction to a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
They literally went oh woohoo like that. So it's like okay.
Yeah, because they just want like those normal games.
They squeed. All three of them squeed at the mere mention of that kiss. Like fangirl, proper
so
squeed.
Obsessed with it. It's kind of unnerving.
But then again, it's like and weaponized queerness. I mean,
do words have any meaning anymore? Do we have any sense to words when we say a weapon is a word, or some violence form because it's sexual.
I think she's playing on the weaponized autism meme. But I have no idea what she means.
Yeah, but weaponized autism isn't a real thing either. It's just a joke about autistic people putting their mind to something really like
and being really meticulous about something, figuring something out, and thereby solving an issue of finding a criminal.
Weaponized queerness. What do like gay people fuck each other to death? I don't know. What is this?
I can only imagine it's gay propaganda that seeks to turn people gay.
Whoa, who you
and forces people to watch gay sex or something.
Is it like a gay man who pulls down his trousers and is like his dick's holding a knife or something?
No, okay.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
I'm just asking questions. I don't know.
Maybe weaponized queerness is the chief of care of a social worker company who came over here and on his second visit, out of the blue, started talking about anal sex to me. Maybe that's weaponized queerness, because what the fuck?
Have you ever fucked someone with a bayonet? What? just asking.
Let's just make the next Call of Duty gay.
Fucking pull down a guy's trousers. He got an AR-15 just ready to go.
Is weaponized queerness what gay psychopaths do?
Modern gay.
I don't know.
Oh God!
I don't fucking know.
Does that mean we need gay control or something?
Call of Dick, modern gayness, something I don't
know. Black gay.
Black cock 2.
You must have the big gay in everything.
I'm just. Medal of Queerness. Oh dear. God. Weaponized queerness. Oh dear. Oh great.
Yeah, I knew you guys would find that funny.
We can use it to weaponize.
You mean Metal Gear? That's gay.
You know what, I was just about to say, yeah.
There's a nuclear rocket launcher.
Metal Gear faggotry. Solid cock or something, I don't know.
Don't give Hideo Kojima ideas.
No, give Hideo Kojima ideas so he can make weird stuff.
Solid cock and liquid dick or something, I don't know.
Oh boy.
You know, in the back of his sketchbook, he's like, I can't use that yet.
Yeah, he's like somewhere in office. He's just lifting his head up, going, "Someone's stealing my ideas." Just quickly writing them.
Frantically writing them down along with the rest of his like weird fan fiction ideas.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh God.
The phantom penis. Like, oh no, it's no.
Yeah.
You've already done that one, sir.
The phantom phallic. The phantom phallics. Oh no. Oh, this video.
I know, it's amazing, right?
It's also an amazing frame that we stopped at.
Yeah, that face is literally when I heard weaponized queerness, that's the face I made.
She smells menstrual cycle.
Oh, I think we should continue. I do want to get past this queer bit.
The whole
Does
video.
it get better, Don? As in by better, I mean just like.
I think she looks like a Final Fantasy villain.
It always looks better.
Here we go.
It always gets better. It won't ever get as good as Fight Club being compared to a pornographic film from the 80s or 90s.
Ah, the Green Door. The Green Door. Or it will never beat Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas is like Star Trek V because Captain Kirk is the same name as the actor.
Or, yeah.
Well, well.
Oh, I don't have time to explain that.
We should watch Kirk Cameron live on Smudcast sometime. We won't get copyright struck for it because it's free on YouTube.
No.
Why not? It's perfectly fine. It's a
no.
It's a fun movie. It's really fun. Come on.
How can I say this in the nicest way possible? No fucking chance, you fucking cunt.
Oh, come on, it's not that. It wouldn't be that bad. It would be hilarious.
Let's do it.
I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. To be honest with you.
Well, oh come on! You want to see Nick go John Wick on a non-believer's butt and kill him with a cane?
I would do, but it's part of that movie, and I have to watch the rest of the movie. That's the problem.
Yeah, you get Kirk Cameron's wonderful acting and his Darren Doan's wonderful acting, where you're just like, it's like carjacking, only of our religion.
Dunn. You're not
carjacking Jesus?
You're not.
Yeah.
Can we get back to the queers? Can we get back to the queers?
Why are you so obsessed with the queers?
The gays and the homos and the queers, and let's talk about them. I can only handle so much crazy. Me? Yes, you're German. You don't.
All right, here's Francis Ford Coppola. Metal Gear Solid Portable Cox, MGSV, The Phantom Gay. All right, that's good.
Is that the Game of the Year edition?
That's no. It's called. It would be solid liquidus. Liquid metalcus. I don't know. Some stupid.
It's like Metal Gear 5 Phantom Pain Cock of the Year edition, something like that.
My thought was that the immediate thought I had when solid liquidus was frozen solid semen or something like that.
Frozen solid semen. Done. Wow. Okay.
That is too much.
Holy shit. Oh, let's
Kojima though.
From
what you told me about it.
The thing is, like, this conversation is getting really bad, and I'm hating it. And I'm like, yeah, but if I stop, I've got to watch more Maggie, and it's like, oh, what do I go for? Yeah, what do I go for? It's a rock and a hard place.
Oh, hard place?
Oh no! Oh no! And I can't even say no if someone says a hard place, because that's homophobic or some shit. I don't know.
No, hard is gender neutral. Hard is sexuality neutral, my friend. When it comes to guys.
Hard X. Sorry. I'm hard X with a hard R or something. I don't know.
Oh gosh, you used the hard R.
All right, let's finally continue.
The military folks, I can't remember. It was like a private security system.
Yeah.
They were so uncomfortable, and like the way they just like pushed them apart and took that away from them was just like.
No, it was because they're prisoners.
Emotional thinking of how long they had been together and like how many different types of homophobia.
And they weren't uncomfortable because that wasn't really emotional speech.
They lived. The guy's like, oh, it's your boyfriend. And he just scoffs and he's like, you're a child. You don't even understand. You were trying to hurt me with the thing that is my greatest strength. There's something about the two of them being
and that's what people like you can't even do. That's why I'm not hurt by the word tranny.
Me, like so specifically.
And you insist it's a slur.
They do the same thing too. Like,
there's more, but I don't want to give away the ending for anyone who hasn't seen the movie yet. The old guard takes the idea of lost queer history that's often written out or discounted in history books, and turns that on.
It's not been discounted.
Queerness is no longer a.
Okay, you're an idiot, Maggie. Maggie, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. You're being stupid now.
Okay, I'm autistic. You are retarded. Okay? My God, I'm so pissed at this.
No. Wisp. She's a Mongoloid.
The thing is, the Chinese.
She's a minor Mongoloid.
Oh God. They're not erased from history. The guy, the black guy, I forgot his name. He's the guy who put all the history pieces together to even figure out that they exist.
Yeah, but gay people aren't erased from history either.
They're not erased from history. It's okay. I'll give you the ending, because at the end, after the redemption of the black guy, because he figured, oh, this isn't what I wanted. I just wanted to help humanity. Because he didn't somehow think that the scientists would just turn them into lab rats and then keep them locked up for decades if necessary. Is that in the end, the final thing is, accept that, okay, we are having a positive impact on the world. The world is getting better because we are doing what we're doing. We just weren't aware that it was that. So they're accepting that there is this divine thing maybe going on, no clue, but possibly. So it's implied. It's implied that it's all this divine plan thing. And they then turn to the guy who figured out that, oh, look, I figured out the history and connected all the dots. But now we live in a time where there are more people like that because everything's connected. Everything is there's surveillance everywhere from everyone, about everyone. You will make sure that when we do stuff, first off, you will find stuff for us to do. That is good. That fits our code of ethics. Secondly, you will cover up all our tracks that we even exist. They want their future history to be erased so that no one's going to come after them. Because this is, I don't know how to phrase this grammatically correct. Because their past history was not erased is why this whole movie could happen, because people could catch on to their existence. So Maggie's saying their past was erased. No! They'd be happy if that had happened.
Yeah, because then they wouldn't have gone through. Yeah,
and that's why I call Maggie an absolute idiot.
Yeah,
she doesn't understand anything. She's just throwing out slogans, ideological slogans. That's all she is. Yeah, ideological slogans and fetishes.
Yeah, I don't think she actually understood the movie and was just squeeing over gayness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That sounds.
Since we know she's for fact that she is bi. You know for a fact
she is bi.
Oh yeah, she said.
No. She just said bi to any sexual attraction because no one's gonna fuck with it.
I think she's just aroused by everything because she's so hyper.
So she's pansexual then, right?
Probably, yeah. Since
she would probably describe herself as that. But
to be brutally honest, I really don't care what she is because she's just a fucking nutter to me. There's nothing else. It's like she's insane.
I mean, she
really is
insane.
The
one that's been oppressed or something.
I know, maybe she has attention deficit hyperactivity.
She's so oppressed.
Because she is hyper all the time and she can't focus on anything.
Oh, but yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe she's.
I don't know.
I don't.
Here's Mike Testa. Salaquidis. It's not over. Oh, Snake, cut my hand. Yeah, thanks.
It's not over until the last Jack. What? Nothing.
I'm debating whether or not to watch playthroughs. I'm debating whether or not to watch playthroughs of the Metal Gear Solid games just to understand, like, is Mr. Kojima that crazy?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Yeah. I'll put it like this. He can literally make some stuck-up tosser from London think that he's talking about socialism. So yeah, he is insane.
But he's insane in a creative way that you don't see very often, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's just called
by
insane,
virtue of being a video game, it's fun to play, but everything else is so bizarre that you just sit there going, what am I doing again? I'm stopping a giant dinosaur tank that launches nuclear weapons. What? Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That's the premise of the whole game. There's a tank that shoots weapons, and it moves like a cow. Some of them do, at least.
Yeah. And supposedly, it's a good lesson for socialism.
It's just so brilliant. The guy is such a joke.
Right? Yeah, I know he is.
Kevin Eccles so dumb.
He's a god.
Yeah, he is the biggest pillock I've ever seen in my life. He just gets stupider and stupider, and I'm just like, he is. Obviously, I'm a northern lad. I obviously had low standards of him to begin with, being from down south. But he is. He takes the cake.
To me, it raises the question: Are there smart, sane socialist activists?
No, because there wouldn't be socialist activists.
Okay, then just go with smart.
But no, because there wouldn't be activists if they were smart.
Well, you can be very wrong on a very complex level.
That's still being
Lenin
wrong.
Was apparently very smart. He was a polyglot, but apparently he was insane.
If you're wrong, that means you're not smart.
Yeah.
You can't.
I'd rather say you're not wise.
Yeah, you can't be an intelligent wrong person. I just say it doesn't work like that.
What if you can build a fusion reactor on your own, but you're otherwise complete dumb?
Yeah, but if you build a fusion reactor that blows up, then you're still stupid.
Yeah, but I mean a functional fusion reactor. But otherwise, you have stupid ideas like, "Oh, socialism is a good idea." Oh.
Yeah, then you're still stupid because your stupidity outweighs your intelligence.
I'd rather say it's a wisdom thing.
Let's keep going, shall we?
We can keep going. But,
here's two more super chats. Mike Testa. So we agree, pan is a lazy version of bi. Congrats. I don't ask. Honestly, there's too many.
I just say it's the virtue signaling form of bi with glitter on top. That's all.
No,
it's the same as bi. Yeah.
Pan is. I am so desperate. I will literally have sex with anything. Please, dear God, please. I will give you money. Well, bisexual is. Yeah, well, bisexual is literally. Oh, I just like men and women. So.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
pan is
yeah, pan is literally desperation personified.
I leave that to the German viewers.
Here's Tyler Preston. Maggie Mayfish. I see gay people. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see gay people. They're everywhere.
And they don't know it.
we don't,
you can't see them, but I can see them.
I see gay people, even those who don't even. I don't want it. I don't want it. She's McQueer.
Oh god.
All hail.
These are also the types of people who talk others into being trans when they're not, and they even have terms for that, like, "Oh, you'll come around." Because they see the transcoding and stuff, and they call the people who refuse to acknowledge that, they call them eggs, because they've not come out of their shell yet, and that's one of the most derogatory things I've ever heard being called.
That's no.
It's just It's just absolutely horrible, and they really actively push people into that.
How do you know if you don't like it if you don't try it, right?
Yeah. Oh, that one.
It's kind of that direction of it. And that's the chief of care who was here. He was also of that persuasion of. Yeah, but how do you know you don't like it if you don't try it?
Yeah.
I think he was looking for a victim to exploit.
I haven't tried death, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah.
I haven't tried roadkill like the people on Fear Factor, but I don't want to eat roadkill.
I haven't. God, did they actually eat roadkill? God.
Oh yeah, they did at one point. Yeah.
Oh
God.
God.
They ate some roadkill.
I haven't tried weaponized queerness, and I don't want to. So.
I've been on a Fear Factor binge, and it's just like, yeah, they've done a lot of bad food, like pig rectum, buffalo penis, that sort of.
Buffalo.
Buffalo penis, is that like weaponized queerness? I don't know.
Oh, I imagine it is.
Mold a sword with it.
Is that objectifying maleness?
Objectifying buffaloes.
Well, I think it's objectifying bi-ness, since both men and women had to eat buffalo penis, so or elk penis.
It's all about that white privilege.
Anyway, we can
continue
with this thing.
But in fact, very, very old. Or in Andy's case, upwards of 7,000 BC years old. Cut to any and all of those art critic, "Why are these two women depicted in bed together? The world may never know" posts.
What was the first time that you remember seeing queerness in film and it like resonating with you?
That's a really
sure.
Oh man. It's really hard to know because I think a lot of stuff super went over my head. Something about the closet was like it gives you these very big blind spots. I actually just last night went to a.
Why do they all have these 50-year-old secretary glasses?
Which is, I had not seen for a long time. That movie was a little bit of like a gay. I actually just last night went to a drive-in movie theater and watched The Talented Mr. Ripley, which is, I had not seen for a long time. That movie was a little bit of like a gay awakening for me. It's definitely like problematic in certain ways. Like, it is not like an aspirational gay relationship at all. But it has these really interesting themes that I think are very relatable. Of like,
does anyone remember the movie?
Is it a gay thing? The Talented Mr. Ripley?
I've never heard of this movie before this video.
Is it?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it.
Is it Matt Damon? Is it? Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, I knew that was going to come along. But
I love how she said it went over her head.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised about that.
All things go over Megan's
whatever the
head.
movie is.
But was it gay? Because it was just somebody wanting to take over another person's life, pretty much.
Again, they're acting like this is the first time this has ever happened. It's like, no.
Yeah, but it's now...
Yeah. For these people, nothing exists outside their own lives. Before their lives, there was no history.
Yeah. Before they turned up,
I've seen action movies before. Oh my god, it's like the first time.
Yeah, queerness is an awakening.
Well, couldn't you be queer before you saw something queer in media?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if that is the case,
The Talented Mr. Ripley came out in 1999.
then you're fake.
Yeah.
It's a crime thriller.
Yeah, it's about a man. It's about a man taking over another person's identity.
What?
Where
do they get gay identity from that?
Because Matt Damon's Mr. Ripley has an unhealthy obsession with the guy. I think he hires him as like a writer. Yeah, Jude Law's character hires him as like a writer to write like a biography. And Matt Damon's character becomes unhealthily obsessed with Jude Law's character, but in the way of like he wants to be him.
Oddly enough, it was based on a book written by a lady.
Yeah.
And somehow he's gay?
Yeah. It's
oh my god.
Can we go with press X to doubt?
I love the comment somebody said. So Face Off was about the gay too.
Yeah, This is a very strange question to ask these types of. I'm not going to say ladies. These people, because they see everything as gay. So when they say what was the first thing you noticed. It's like it could be fucking anything. They could have like it really could be any movie. They could have watched the fucking documentary on how Coke bottles were made and go, well, that's the first thing I saw that made me feel, my gay awakening. It's like, why? Well, the narrator obviously has a gay voice, and it's like,
right. You gotta pop it open, right?
Yeah. So this is a really weird question to ask these. Yeah.
The question should be like, what's not? How about that?
How about just not ask this question and just keep on about the fucking movie? Anyway.
Here's a Punished Berserker meme awaiting inspection commander. I don't know where to go to find that meme.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Is it on the meme section of the...
Is it in the meme?
Your DMs?
I'm confused. Yeah, I'm also confused.
All right. Well, go ahead, Bear. Put it in the meme section of the Discord. We'll check it out for you. Here is my username. Secretary Glasses is a lesbian stock item. Oh, and everybody had the gays. That's why we are still here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously. Dorks.
Makes more sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on, are the storks gay though? Because if not, then there's a problem.
Storks are asexual.
Anyway, we got another. Oh, geez, less than 8 minutes. Oh my god.
Oh, 8 minutes. We can do this. Let's just power through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
relatable.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just it explores these
Oh,
areas.
it's relatable to you.
I just remember responding to it so strongly and watching it like a lot in high school, and just like being like, I have feelings about this and I don't know why. And it was really fun to go back and watch and be like, I don't know. It's a great movie
because you're getting older.
They have a lot of feelings for male characters.
I saw it, but that was definitely like a big one recently.
Yeah. Oh man. What about you, Liz?
Yeah. The first one that comes to mind is Peter Pan. Actually, I think I've actually weirdly got a picture of it behind me. But
it's really weird stretching your chest like that.
Kind of a thing. Less about
a queer awakening with Peter Pan
because of Hook.
The dichotomy of a woman, like in person, like playing like a boy character.
What?
Kind of like
no. Stop.
Oh
so,
my
anyway,
god.
So they're literally saying a male character that's on stage is sometimes played by a woman because women look, more youthful than a lot of men.
It means a live or the Disney cartoon?
No, just on stage.
Okay.
Stage plays, not nothing to do with movies or the books or any TV show because they've always been played by men. But as in on stage, sometimes Peter Pan is played by a woman.
Which is
and so that is queer.
Okay.
Because for some reason they can't seem to wrap their head around the fact that on stage kid actors aren't usually the best.
Yeah.
Right, and they need an adult. The only problem is any guy over the age of 16 who is casting in Peter Pan doesn't look like a kid anymore.
And
is that the meme, by the way?
And women can pull off playing young guys, and also sounding like them because it's before their voice breaks.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she just takes that as queer and whatever. It's just retarded.
Oh, that's great, Bear. That was great. That's great.
Here is my glasses are gay. Thank you. I need to Shark Easian say. Because, when you start learning about systems, everything is gay, everything is anti-racist, everything is homo-brave, and you have to point it all out to everyone all the time. Wow, what is... What is homo brave? I don't know what that.
Homo brave. It's different from gay cowardly.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know brave had a sexuality.
I don't know what.
Have sexuality.
I'm just lost in all this, to be honest with you. I'm still laughing at the fucking meme that Bears has done, to be brutally honest.
All right. Here's Mike Testa. Harmony time with Hawk in. Hawk has a breakdown.
You want to spend time in the Harmony house with Maggie May Fish?
Oh God!
How about no?
Oh come on!
God, how many time with Maggie May Fish? Oh God, I could really do some weaponized queerness now.
Here's Francis Ford Coppola. Maggie edited their conversation. Eventually, they got into why Israel should be carpet bombed and the necessity of recolonizing Africa. It got dark real quick. Are you serious?
Wait, what?
How did they get from going nuts over gay people to carpet bombing Israel and recolonizing Africa?
No, he's got to be making a joke.
Oh,
I want that to happen. I want that to be true, but it's not true. There's no way that they will.
Oh boy.
You underestimate these girls. I think they've got some insight into geopolitics.
I think they are nuts, and they would probably, if you were the right way, they would agree to recolonizing Africa and carpet bombing Israel. I do believe they would do that, but off the top of their own heads, no. If you said it was racist not to recolonize Africa, I think they'd jump on board with it.
Just make them think that Israel is overrun by white supremacy and they'll do it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Obviously, yes.
Which might even work because they think that Jews are part of the white race and therefore white supremacists.
Or part of the Zionist movement.
Yeah, that's a thing of the left anyway, that half the left hates the Zionism stuff.
White people bad.
Anyway. Let's get going.
Dude, I literally saw a white Jamaican. Nothing surprising.
All right, I found the. I'm not sure what this is actually. The meme, I suppose, from Bear. Just load it up.
Gear,
Metal Queer Solid, bottom text.
Right. Bottom.
I don't know why it's not appearing on my Discord. I have to go to another Discord and open it up. So just give me a second.
Oh right, okay.
There it is.
This is great. I love it.
That is, who is that?
Oh, it's one.
Is that MGS5?
Who is it? Hang on. Let me have a look at it again.
I think it's MGS5, yeah. I never went through MGS5, so I don't know, but that's probably it because I've never seen it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway. Let's get back to the crazy fetishists.
It's a great meme. I love it.
All right.
Dish. Move.
Less about my sexuality, but I think that the dichotomy of a woman in person playing a boy character kind of resonated in a weird way and had this kind of tension within it where I was kind of I like to see myself in that, even though this is this kind of weird
ending.
It's called cross-dressing.
That's the very first one.
It's not called cross-dressing. It's called acting.
Yeah, but for her, it would be the cross-dressing.
It's called Yeah, but it's
on
called
the stage. It's
acting.
On the stage, it's
Yes,
just
and
acting.
and that is all I'm going to refer it to as. I don't give a shit what these fucking nut jobs might probably call it.
Yeah, I agree with you. But what she took from it was discovering her cross-dressing fetish.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing, though. Oh, women do it on stage, yeah. But the minute they can do it in movies, where they can have retakes and reshoots and you know second takes and stuff like that, they use younger lads, right? While on stage, it's got to be all done in one go, so they need a more professional actor, and that's why they use women.
Yeah.
Because women can be older and portray the younger guy.
Man, she must have had a blast with like the Fairy Odd Parents, where a woman voices a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah, I'm sure she fingered herself to that as well. But you know, whatever.
And also like Tara Strong has played like so many young boys. It's really hilarious.
Tara Strong has played. Tara Strong has played everybody. There is everyone is Tara Strong. One day I'll wake up and I'll realize my entire life has been played by Tara Strong, and that's it. It's just
it's the same. It's the same with Japanese voice actors. The shonen hero main character boys are usually voiced by women.
Right.
Naruto is an example. I think Son Goku, young Son Goku was as well. And it just goes on and on. Because you need a voice that sounds young, but you only have adult voice actors. So you use a woman because her voice has to cracked.
No, but that's the major reason is male voice actors when they're young, their voice you've got the problem the voices might crack.
Yeah.
So you'd rather hire a 25, 30-year-old woman who can do a young lad's voice, and you can get 10, 11 seasons out of them, than a voice actor where you're probably struggling to get 2. Because once they reach like 40,
you'd rather do that for a movie or something. Anyway, I'm back in a minute.
Okie dokie.
Here is Mike Testa. Are we sure Lindsay is Jewish after that statement? I don't know what she is.
Oy vey.
She could be Jewish for all we know.
We do not allow. We won't want Lindsay in our.
I don't think she is religious, like, period.
No, I doubt that.
No.
She, like, her ethnicity is Jewish? Possibility?
You say no? She's got too much of a small nose. She's not Jewish. Anyway.
How about the nose?
She doesn't have Jar Jar Abrams' nose.
All right.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of like Titanic a lot because I like totally read Leo DiCaprio as like a butch lesbian.
What?
What?
How do you do that?
How? How do you take Leonardo DiCaprio as a butch lesbian?
Oh my god!
I forgot about this bit. Dang.
A butch lesbian. Check, please. I'm out. I'm out now.
Dude, this fucking video. Oh my god.
A butch fucking lesbian, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow, it completely changes how I view Titanic now.
Yeah, but now that would make sense if Jack is a time traveler. It just confuses everything.
No.
And he somehow de-aged Kate Winslet. I don't know. I've never seen Titanic. I just know it's Kate Winslet. She becomes young at the end.
Yeah.
So I guess she didn't die. She just reverse aged, I guess. Kind of like the end of the 90s Merlin miniseries with Sam Neill.
That
explains so much.
I don't know.
Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic is Merlin in disguise. It makes sense now.
He's a butch lesbian.
That too. It is now canon.
I am.
Oh my god.
I really, really, really can't.
Is Spider-Man a queer because he wears tights? He moves like a woman.
Leonardo
DiCaprio
doesn't even look anything like a butch fucking lesbian.
Oh.
How do you even make that? No. Leonardo DiCaprio. She said that.
Does that apply to Luke Skywalker as well?
Well, we know for sure that Luke Skywalker has a haircut of a lesbian. Remarkable Republicans said that. Remarkable Republicans.
Yeah, but Remarkable Republicans are a liar. So.
Oh yeah, he is.
So it's wrong.
Wrong.
Here is butch lesbian. Leo, mate, they say you look like a butch let's be Ann.
I'm sorry. I'm still just, my mind's still just going, how watching Titanic would you ever think that Leonardo DiCaprio as Jack is a butch lesbian? Her? Yeah.
So how?
Wait. When she calls herself a soft butch, is that the same as semi-bisexual?
I don't know. No, Wisp, right. Did you hear about them saying that they thought Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic is a butch lesbian?
What?
I think that was a no then. Yeah, because they talk about the gay awakening.
Who said that?
Lindsay.
Linsamer.
Linsamer, whatever it is. I don't care. I don't care what her name is. She's thought that fucking Jack Dawkins from Titanic is a butch lesbian.
It's one of these horrible frames again that the video stopped on. And then she said that Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic was in a sexual awakening for her because she saw him as a butch lesbian?
Yeah, she saw him as a butch lesbian, yeah.
She's insane.
Yes.
We didn't know.
She belongs into a closed unit in a psychiatric ward and not on YouTube grooming children.
She belongs in Arkham Asylum.
You belong in a padded cell.
There's 6 minutes left. We can do this.
Oh, we're hacking it.
Yeah, let's just keep going. I'm ignoring everything this woman says because she said, no, not interested.
All right,
let's keep going.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Obviously, and I like looking back. I'm like, how many times I watched that movie? I'm like, something was like.
You are seeing something.
Yeah. I remember things that were more upfront, like watching like Rent, the movie of Rent or something, and just being like, I was like, this is just a little too obvious for me right now. Like, I can't quite engage with it, but it's so fun to go back to Lord of the Rings now because I'm like, there was this story that I was responding to very deeply that I did not know I was responding to yet, and to go back as an adult and be like, oh, it's really there. Like the story that I don't know, but it's there, but it was unspoken enough.
The story that I imagined in my head.
As like a younger person. That's the kind of queer stories that I want, that are not trying to be straight stories with two characters of the same gender, but that are showing like actual nuance of queer relationships and like actually kind of like telling a different story.
What's the nuance of a queer relationship?
As Western society was so concerned with hiding queerness until very recently,
how is
it can have the opposite effect, where suddenly everything
Oscar Wilde
in that denial. When someone tells you not to think of a hippo, and then of course the first thing you think of is a hippo.
Is Maggie
Tolkien wrote
Mayfish.
the Lord of the Rings in the mid-20th century, when mainstream writers were not allowed to openly talk about homoerotic feelings or relationships. His use of high fantasy as metaphorical, non-literal storytelling shares similarities with the poetry of Hart Crane. Hart Crane was a gay poet who published his modernist epic, The Bridge, in 1930, around the same time that Tolkien was writing The Hobbit.
Let's change
in
topics.
the book Hart Crane and the Homosexual Text, theorist Thomas Jüngling discusses Crane's characteristic tropes.
Oh, so it's not even his words, it's someone else's words.
And catachresis as central to interpreting his work. Anacluthin is a sentence or construction in which the expected grammatical sequence is absent. For example, while in the garden, the door banged shut. Chiasmus is when words, grammatical constructions,
in German
or
there would still be
concepts are
functional
repeated
grammar.
in reverse order, in the same or a modified form. For example, poetry is the record of the best and happiest moments of the happiest and best minds. And catachresis is the use of a word in a way that is not correct. For example, the use of mitigate for militate. From a traditional, educated point of view, each one of these tropes would be considered an incorrect use of the English language. But Crane used these non-literal or incorrect figures of speech to express ideas and emotions that writers were not allowed to express in a literal way at the time. Ideas and emotions that society considered incorrect.
No, I bet you no.
You weren't allowed to describe being gay, so
Poetry
you had to
plays
use
with
double
grammar.
meaning,
That's nothing
or
new.
purposely use the wrong words to disguise your meaning. And what is fantasy but a non-literal genre that bends reality in a way that is considered incorrect?
You're
When you add in
insane.
Tolkien's love of poetry,
Fuck
wordplay,
off.
riddles, and translating meanings from one arcane language to another, it's pretty hard to deny the validity of a queer reading.
The
of
arcane
these
language of
stories
English?
that
Oh,
were
no.
throughout time.
She's
No.
making connections and
She's
equates things
absolutely just making shit up.
like an absolute paranoid schizoid. She's seeing
ridiculous.
things where there are none.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I usually make jokes about this sort of stuff, but she's being fucking ridiculous with this. I just can't. Every single word she just said has just been fucking wrong.
And what really concerns me is that thousands of people watch this stuff and apparently gobble it up without questioning it, and thinking that believing that this woman is making sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty certain that if I read that The Bridge by whatever that person was, it wouldn't be anything to do with homosexuality. Because the only way that she can link homosexuality is by somebody else's book who is probably an ideologue like her. Because that's what she does. She never gets stuff from the source. She always gets it from somebody who's the same ideology as her, and who's going through the same insanity. And it's like, right.
Yeah, that's okay. But even if she was correct about this being a gay story, to compare that to Lord of the Rings and insinuate that Tolkien was gay and writing gay stuff is far-fetched to the point of slander.
Yeah, it is slander. Yeah, she is slandering the boy.
It's if you had a truly homophobic dictatorship, theocracy or whatever from whichever religion going on that is also seeing the gay in everything like she does, this would be the logic by which they would try to censor and destroy Tolkien's works.
Arrest or even execute him.
Because it kind of sort of looks like it's gay or looks similar to something that is gay. Therefore, this must also be gay. So we, in our overarching quest for purity, will destroy this too. And she has the same mindset, but instead of destroying it, she's venerating it. But otherwise, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Here is Francis Ford Coppola. I think I mentioned it once, but I'll repeat it for posterity. If this conversation between Lindsay and her mutant friends were a video game, it would be called Spec Ed the Line.
Pun escapes me. I'm sorry.
It's a Spec Ops Spec Ed. So I'm assuming someone is now turned into Ed.
Sex Ed.
Here is Trapped Lesbian.
Oh, special education. Okay.
I guess, yeah. Are they saying devout Roman Catholic J.R.R. Tolkien was a secret butch lesbian because some homosexual had a similar writing style? No.
Yeah. It's not even that. I don't even know if this person was actually a homo. I don't care. I don't care. This is just stupid.
Yeah.
This is really one of the stupidest. This is like.
All of her videos are the stupidest videos of hers.
Yeah, but it's getting into like
it's difficult to find
the
nuance between the insanity.
But I'm getting fed up of how stupid she's getting. Each day, it's just getting to the point where it's like I'm making less and less jokes, and I'm actually getting more and more fucking annoyed with her because she's like really like crossing lines with stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm so pissed and annoyed, because she's insinuating shit that isn't there about things that concern me and my life and some of my friends.
Yeah.
It fucking pisses me off because she has no clue how these things really work. And her friends don't know how these things really work. Neither the what's the Ostertag or what her name is? And the She-Ra writer wife.
Pillick number 1 and Pillick number 2. That's all they are.
And even less, names are. Yeah, and even less so the predatory, the child predatory blob.
Yeah,
that is just so disgusting. And by her reminiscing about her own past, where her awakening comes from, that sounds like fetishism, not like something that is her real identity, if you want to use that.
Yeah,
that is her real self. It's all just performance. It's like stuff she gets off on.
By saying Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic is a butch lesbian, it just nullifies any point that she has, because there is no way on God's green earth that you could possibly ever think that and be classed as sane.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's no way. The minute she said that,
don't get it.
All
like,
bets
the awakening, like nobody goes through an awakening. You just are.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Thank you. It's about being.
Yeah.
But none of these people.
You are not straight. You're not straight on Monday and then gay Tuesday by watching media. That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what happened, then you're not gay. You're just looking for attention.
And that's also why there's one specific short story by Neil Gaiman that I despise, because it fucks things up completely. And this is a story for another time. It's one in Fragile Things, an otherwise wonderful short story book by him.
Mm-hmm.
And one is about people, because of scientific advancement, people having the ability to just take a pill and transition within an hour, back and forth as they want. And it's all done for fun and everything, and all the races are now mixed. Everyone has the same or orange skin color and everything. This sounds a lot of like the Kelagi people wanted to realize. Like, what the hell? You have all these good stories, and then there's one thing that sounds like the stuff from the world domination tinfoil people. What the hell?
Let's just finish this off.
All right, here is Tyler Preston. There's a reason why stupid bitches like these made our ancestors regret giving women the right to speak. Also, I looked up the Lindsay Dame, and she has a thread on kiwi farms as a lolcow. Also, can the old guard really be called a fantasy story? I think immortality and regeneration and all that stuff is elements of fantasy, whether it's with the context of, let's say, Wolverine in a comic book, or
and in the case of the old guard, it's not science fiction. The reason for the immortality that is implied heavily is God's will. They suddenly turn immortal because God's will, and the immortality suddenly stops without warning because of God's will. It's not actively said, but it's implied so heavily you can't escape it. That's the theme.
Maybe God's gay.
Yeah, who knows? Apparently God doesn't have a problem with the gays in that movie. Yeah,
that's ironic, isn't it?
It's progressive.
Pity none of the religions that came after that worship him were.
What I wanted to finish is that here Linz Aimer, this is what she's describing is discovering a fetish she has in her youth, and that is why she doesn't understand trans at all, because she isn't trans. She has fetishes, and she projects those fetishes onto everyone else, and therefore she doesn't suffer. She doesn't look like she's suffering or that she suffered before. She's just
she's all comfy.
She's just not very taking care of her body. But I don't know what other issues are going on with her, but it's not being trans in any way. And that's why these people come up with this non-binary stuff, because they don't know what gender dysphoria actually feels like. Because if you had that, you would have, unless, of course, you're being indoctrinated into all this bullshit. I've met people with gender dysphoria who got into social justice crap and then just stayed in some middle place where they decided, oh, I'm just socially transitioning. Yeah, and then they don't get rid of the gender dysphoria and kill themselves because of that. Because the SJW ideology made them believe that something else is the solution to their problem when it isn't. This is how social justice kills trans people, by the way. Or one of many ways.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, and Lynn's Aimer is part of the source of that of such suffering that prolongs and that is induced into healthy people as well. Because she is projecting her fetish as something legitimate to be pushed onto other people.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping it in her bedroom.
Yeah, it's sad.
This is quite clearly just fetish. It's just free girls talking about fetishes, and it's kind of it's just getting weird now.
Here is Mike Testa. Tune in next time to see Harmony Time with Hawk. When in the next episode, Hawk stars in Mr. Hawk Goes to Prison. Looks like Hawk's in a pickle now. Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Why am I getting all these bad things happening to me?
I think because it's always your fault, Hawk.
I think you're going to prison because you murdered Maggie May Fish while you were...
Oh, well, okay, that's fine. Okay. I'm okay with that.
At least he was right in that one, yeah.
See, I'm always right. See?
Yeah, it's a noble cause. It's a noble cause, to say the
least. It's a heroic sacrifice.
A necessary evil.
Yeah.
It's a necessary queerness.
About it. It's weaponized queerness.
I use weaponized queerness to defeat Maggie Mainfish.
Indeed.
She never expected my dick to have an Uzi 9mm.
We have 3 minutes. We can do this.
I don't want to.
I just realized the guy, the first to the right, he seems to be having fun, and I like his beard.
He seems to be what?
Very epic.
Of the men with the rings.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
The guy who's right to the left of the Witch King.
You mean the right?
Well, he's on the left. He is on the
well, on the right of the screen and to his left.
Oh, right, yeah.
He seems to be having fun.
All these old white men.
All these old white men, apart from the young white men who are also there.
I don't know. Some might be Arabic.
Well, we know
like the guy in the middle of the right side. He might be Indian from the from the beard style.
We know the
darker skin.
You know the guy with the short white beard right to the left, on the left, just the left of the Witch King is Kamul, the Easterling. So, and they're coded Asian.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we've got 3 minutes.
Yes.
Let's try and...
Let us continue on.
Yeah.
Truth to the human experience, and the Lord of the Rings
picked the wrong day to stop sniffing
glue.
glue.
Some stories may not explicitly or literally speak to your particular experience. You might be able to find.
Well, by the way, that's him with his wife and kids, Maggie.
Or between the lines. We can fall back on conventional, traditional interpretations of stories as if they're distant relics stuck behind glass in a museum. Or as living, breathing human beings, we can engage with these stories, bring our own experiences, our own emotions, our own interpretations. Breathe.
So just making up.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's woven.
I guess Shakespeare's in a dusty old glass tome in the middle of some ancient library. No one reads that stuff anymore.
Oh my god. She's just literally said, so we can just do our headcanon.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally her argument. Lord of the Rings is gay because my headcanon says it's gay. That's literally what she's saying. I'm fucking done with this woman. I'm fucking done with this woman. She's a fucking pillock. She's a fucking idiot.
You pillock.
Yeah, gay. Southern pillock.
It's another fucking headcanon thing. It's another fucking headcanon argument. I'm fucking fed up of headcanon shit. I'm fed up of morons on the internet making videos about their fucking headcanon and then trying to force it onto other people that it's actually what these movies are, and it's not.
I like one of my favorite, there's all kinds of defenses of headcanon or this or that, is that my favorite one is always, well, we did not see it. It could have happened off camera, or, there was plenty of time.
Like that Zack Snyder?
Oh, there's all sorts of silly things, but that one's like my favorite of all time because I did not see it. Therefore, it did happen off. It's like, no, dude, come on.
I mean, yeah, maybe off camera Superman did Batman. They're gay.
Oh God.
Yeah, this is what I mean. And it just gets to the point where I'm just like, I'm fucking done with it. I really am fucking done with it. I'm just like, because these people are literally curating the stories for these hack authors with newer stuff, and then it's like, but then they destroy the actual proper stories that these good writers did with their stupid headcanons.
But Hawk, I want them to be gay because that's more fun for me. And then it's more fun for everyone because it's more fun for me.
But if someone came up to me and said that, my response would be, and I want you to choke to death on your own smug gittiness. But we don't always get what we want, do we? So, fuck off. Fuck off and leave these fucking stories alone.
The director intended for it.
Gay. They're not gay. Just because you and your fucking nutty fucking friends think they're gay, but then again you think everything's fucking gay. You think the fucking vacuum cleaner's gay because it sucks. Doesn't mean that, everything's gay.
Yeah, I mean, does that mean Brokeback Mountain, they're two straight guys just kissing?
It's just, yes, Brokeback Mountain's just like two straight dudes.
It's just in my head,
man. And my head canon's that their wives are actually lesbians, and they'll probably say that's fucking the right way to look at the movie. It's because they're fucking wrong. They are so fucking wrong, and it's just wrong. But here's the thing, and it's headcanon. They go, well, it's my headcanon. Yeah, that's fine. Let me bash your fucking head open. We'll get a good look at that fucking headcanon, shall we? Oh no, you're backing away.
Shit.
Fuck off. Headcanon means nothing.
Hey, Hawk's mad.
I am fucking mad. I am fucking mad. It's the same fucking. It's the same argument over and over again. It's my headcanon. Shut the fuck up.
Like when she said, Obi-Wan and Padme were totally having sex behind Anakin.
Yeah. Why? My headcanon says so. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, literally she said that.
Thank God Darth Vader took his mask off.
In my imagination.
Yeah.
In my headcanon.
Could you imagine? Everyone would think he's black.
Yeah, but it's just.
When you have to fill in things with your headcanon, it's 1, wrong, 2, badly written. One of each.
The thing is, it's fun to theorize,
either or, sometimes
that doesn't
it's
make
both.
it true. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it's like those are like mysteries, not the sexuality of people.
Yeah. But they think it is, and it's not.
Headcanon something that clearly is not stated.
Right.
It means you're just wrong. Had there actually been proper undertones of a gay sexual relationship, as in Sam didn't fucking marry this fucking woman he fucking fancied, right?
Yeah,
then maybe.
Headcanon is roughly synonymous with fan fiction.
It's a liberal film.
It's a liberally interpreted film.
It has no impact. It should not have impact.
And it made me.
We're also talking headcanon. We're also talking headcanon from people who thought Leonardo DiCaprio was a butch lesbian in Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
These people, null and void. Your opinions are null and void. You lose, people. Good day.
Look. It's
imagine these people. Now imagine these people as the leaders of your country and economy.
Oh, don't. I've got a headache.
Okay?
Just
because they didn't include it in the title. That means it's headcanon.
I fucking hate it. Fucking drive me up the fucking wall.
Here's Mike Testa. Hawk, the Teddy told me to do it. I'm innocent.
Why'd you kill her? An older boy told me to. I'm
it's just every minute they make some redundant, absurd point. But
it's all bollocks. Everything that they have said is utter bollocks. There is nothing of value, worth, or salvability. You can't. There's nothing here apart from gay, Dixie.
Maybe John Travolta in Greece.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're 14-year-old high school girls obsessed with dick.
Yeah, 14-year-old high school girls with the brains of 7-year-olds.
They never grew up.
Yeah, never grew up. And I just can't believe that we're literally got to the point where, again, we're arguing headcanon. I had enough of it with the fucking Star Wars shit. I had enough of it with the fucking Snyder Cut shit. I've just had enough of headcanon. It's always headcanon. Always headcanon. Because these people know what they're saying is fucking bollocks. But yeah, well, it's just my headcanon.
Yeah, I really hate that because it's like headcanon. That means anything is anything.
Anything that can. It means everything and anything can go. As in, like, you have to accept everything, and it's like no.
Like, oh god, my brain wants to melt. There's too much information.
If it is not on screen, nor is it alluded to in the script or in the film or TV show or game or book, then no, it's probably not happened.
The director intended it though.
It is pure tism.
I intended to put gas in my car so I could drive for an hour. Didn't happen though.
Yeah, but my headcanon says my gas tank is full. Yeah, okay, you're still gonna drive anywhere. I headcanon that I gave the cashier £20 for my shopping. It didn't happen though. But I'm not getting that. I'm still not going to get the food, am I? Oh, anyway, I think I've sometimes genocide might not be a bad idea for certain people.
Okay, here's HBTQ Tolkien. 3 rings for the lesbo queens under the butch, 7 for the homo lords in their halls of ass, 9 for the mortal gay doomed to die, 1 for the dark butch on her dark throne, in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie, 1 ring to rule them all. Thank you so much, Tolkien. That was beautiful. Always appreciate that.
I love it. The
halls of ass.
That's headcanon. That's beautiful.
See, and that is valid as whatever Tolkien actually wrote because it's headcanon. So I believe that's what Lord of the Rings is now. Give me Patreon money, you fuck.
You fuckwits.
Can we not simply believe the creators headcanon?
That's my father would tell the story of how he impregnated my mother every winter solstice.
Discord didn't like me saying that. It just kicked me.
That's disgusting. It was beautiful. You Earthers have hang-ups.
We're almost done. I'm sure she has like 2 minutes of just Patreon bullshit. So.
Oh please!
I hope.
Please.
Into our art and into the history of humanity. And since queer love is just that, love, It too is a tale as old
You
as
do not
time.
know what love is,
Speaking
Maggie.
of great works from great people,
You
should
only
go
understand
check out all
sex.
the amazing
And I doubt
creators
you
over
really
on the
understand
streaming
that
service
either.
Oh, yes, we can pause it. It's over. It's over. It's over. We're done. We're done. No, done. We are done. We are done. We are. I will buy a fucking plane ticket and kick your ass. We are done.
Are you telling me there's a post-credit
No, we're
scene?
not. There's more stuff. Yes, there's a post-credit scene.
Oh God. Okay, just skip a little bit. Let's just skip a little bit further. Just get over this fucking.
We can just.
Just play. Fine, just play. I don't care.
Videos getting bumped in the algorithm, and where you don't have to worry about gross things like ads. On Nebula, you'll find creators like Jordan
Oh my
Herod,
God,
who makes
her thumbnails are
incredibly
scary.
informative videos about science and technology, which always give me a serotonin boost. Or Cat Black, who I watch every week and
Oh
has
God,
the
no.
best thumbnails of any YouTuber, hands down.
It looks like
And
vomit.
Nebula
The
has
very
partnered with
best from-
Curiosity Stream,
Oh,
a streaming
whatever, I
service
don't
with
care.
thousands of documentaries at the tips of your
Curiosity.
fingers. Documentaries like The Worlds of
Cat
Philip K.
Black
Dick,
is an insane
which explores
racist.
his sci-fi novels and the films inspired by them. If you sign up for Curiosity Stream with my link below,
She's
you'll
Maggie,
get free
but with
subscription to
racism.
Nebula. And now you'll have something to
Oh, yeah.
occupy
Yeah,
your time
totally.
instead of wistfully staring out a window waiting for
Pixar is
content to
racist.
walk into your life.
Did you have fun?
Ugh.
Oh,
No!
No.
Everyone you know is probably a little bit queer. Maybe they're gay.
No, they're
or maybe
not.
they just
No,
like
they're
bacon
not.
bits on their baked potatoes.
Maggie, you're an
I
asshole.
myself don't partake, but whatever your
You're an
favorite
obsessed
little topping,
asshole.
I'll be sure to keep it in my pantry for you regardless.
You're an obsessed,
Thank you
brain-dead
so much for stopping
asshole.
by to our little show, Films in Conversation. Next time on the show, we'll have 2 more films in conversation.
Man, you
Thank
must be
to
so
our
oppressed
special
in that
guests,
house.
Vince and Molly. Be sure to follow them and send them tweets of things from me. I myself am not on the internet. Oh, that must
That
be the
would
jalapeno
actually be
poppers.
nice.
Alright, have a good rest of your day, okay? Oh, baby, I told you about Beth.
No,
I
you
told you
ruined
about
my
that.
day. Thanks a lot.
Oh, can we just stop? All you people on
We can
Patreon,
cut
you
that part out
I
of the video.
fucking hate you.
Yeah, I'll
You
show you how
deserve
cut
to
it.
die.
God.
You
Oh,
deserve
no,
hell
she's-
on earth.
They're simps, okay? They
I'll
just
remember.
they're simps. Let's just pretend.
Look at you, Keith D.
There's
Jones,
them.
you fucking
Oh,
prick.
poor cat. Poor cat.
JC and Robert Jones and Eric Woodward, then Christopher Milton. Go fuck
Wait, how's
yourself.
my name up there? I'm just joking.
I only donated money once. I'm coming out of that. I just
They're simps. They're just trying to get with her. I don't know why, but
Do you think she's
oh,
attractive?
they're wrong.
Yeah, they're wrong.
It's like,
Oh, hang on.
my aunt's from Scotland. This is lovely. They're wrong.
Yeah, well, she's wrong.
I tell you, if she
Once.
wasn't cross-eyed, but her eye would go the other way out of angle, they wouldn't find her this cute.
Wasn't that one of her least bad videos?
Yeah, actually,
Her
it is.
least-
It is one of her least bad.
Which is sad.
But maybe because she had 2 other people with her who were, on the level, just not her level of nuts, just talking about the same things she likes. It's like, oh, okay. We're spreading around the nuts now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't talk about spreading nuts with these women. I don't want to.
Oh,
Bears has made another
Another one.
reproduce.
by the way.
We don't want them to reproduce, definitely.
I've had it with this motherfucking headcanon and this motherfucking media.
Yeah.
We need more headcanon. More.
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna save that.
I love it. It's great.
Just start roasting everybody with it. Oh god. Man, this is so.
Oh, it was
Thanks
just
for having me. I appreciate it as always.
No.
a real headache.
I'm gonna have one tomorrow morning, and I'm very glad, because otherwise I wouldn't have made it through this thing.
Yeah, I'm
Just be
really
sure
glad that
to go shopping, get your ice cream or whiskey or whatever you're.
It's Sunday!
Yeah. All I know is
So?
this time
In Germany,
next
on
week-
Sundays, all the shops are closed.
Really?
Oh, they are.
Yes.
That's too.
We take the whole Sunday thing seriously here.
Oh, okay.
This time next week, I will be nicely drunk on my birthday celebration, so I don't have to worry about Maggie Mayfish. It's like, great, thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, this God, this woman, I just hate her so much.
We know, but isn't she so fun?
You know, she's so cute with the little glasses and the little hair. Fuck off.
How insane must you be to want to marry that?
Well, that's a few steps too many, I think. I think.
Well, I think it'd be at Sim.
There would have to be some secret levels of desperation and like or like planetary concerns of procreation if that was the issue.
Yeah.
There would have to be a measure of okay,
how much alcohol?
How desperate are we to maintain the species?
Not enough desperation.
Yeah, it's like
how much alcohol would you have to consume?
Well, I might just do it. Like, I don't know. I can't drink alcohol. But could be that it'll just be like, oh.
You don't want to, but I know you physically can't. I mean, unless your liver explodes or something.
Oh, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm terrified of addiction and love and.
Oh, that's. I mean, yeah, there are some negative consequences to wine and this and that. There are some positives as well. People talk about antioxidants and riboflavonoids and all sorts of other healthy vitamins for your body. But yeah, addiction is a real thing. That is a problem. I don't think though if you dislike something, you're not going to be like, oh, I gotta stop doing this thing. I keep disliking. It's like, no, it's not going to happen. So it's like whiskey is an acquired taste. You don't just fall into whiskey and go, oh well, I'm a drunk now. You can't do that. It's a very specific kind of vice.
Then you find your direction with it. It's the same with the higher qualities of tea. You find your direction. There's some you won't like. That's okay. And over the years, it even changes. There's an observation about that with the ages, people go for the more bitter ones. I guess because they're and that's good green tea, for example, that's different. But with the black teas, they usually go for the more bitter ones because there's more. They taste the people when they age, they taste less, so they want more intense stuff.
Right. Yeah. It's the same with old people and pastries. They love all the sugar they can get because they've got 10 years left, and they may as well enjoy whatever teeth they have left to consume. Pastry.
I laugh, but that is literally my granddad.
If you hang out, I don't know.
I'm 83. I've had a heart attack. I've only got like 5 or 6 years left. Fuck it, I'm going to enjoy my life.
Yeah, honestly, go to an old folks home. Obviously, before 2020. I don't know if you ever done that. They are like, do you have any cake? Do you have any? I can smell. Is it someone's birthday? Like they want sugar. It's amazing. It's so funny because all throughout your life you're like, don't eat sugar, don't have extra dessert, don't have candy. It's like no. They're like in their 80s. It's like no. They want booze. They want every kind of sugar confectionery they could find.
I want the booze.
Mr. B double Z.
Well, whatever it is, enjoy your vice. Just don't overdo it. Don't kill yourself over it, but enjoy it. That's the main point. So, guys, thanks for tuning in with us. That was the other half. I'm glad it took 2 days because we can only take so much. And this was in total about 4 hours and a half, I think, to do Maggie Mayfish.
At least it wasn't 9 hours like the fucking fight club.
It was just a lot of mental exercises.
Yeah, and this was one of our better ones. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I thought I'd grab one of the lesser bad ones. We didn't have to have super bad stuff happening.
If this is her good stuff, I can't imagine what the bad looks like.
Honestly, I'm glad I watched the movie today before this.
Her Fight Club video is really
much
bad.
bullshit she made up.
Oh boy!
I think it's anytime she talks about fascism multiple times. Like there's no need to talk about fascism in Fight Club, and she brings it up at least 7 or 8 times. I was trying to count, and I was just like, it's around the 10 point mark, and there's no need to talk about politics, like of that style, in Fight Club. That's silly. But
how many days did it take you to finish that one?
That was 50 minutes, I think, right?
9 hours.
Yeah, that was 9 hours. Yeah,
that was 9. Yeah, it was unique, to say the least.
I think the Cats one was pretty wild. Like that was just over the top crazy with the references. And
oh god. And her cosplay.
T.S. Eliot and the dressing up and dancing, and like, oh my god, that was just wild.
Yeah,
repressed fur.
I wasn't even on that one. I was just watching in chat, and even then I was like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, not everyone should be watching a Maggie May Fish video critically. It doesn't work.
No, you've got to have
I need to go surf through her thing to see what the next video.
Is.
I'd say it will definitely. Maggie May Fish videos will always have an effect on you. Either you go insane from being able to critically think and see and having to see this, or you're not able to critically think and gobble some of the nonsense up and believing in it.
Oh, brainwash.
I'm not sure whether there's a middle ground there.
Well, this is why we always look at YouTube comments and we say, these are probably, outside of Twitter, but there's other reasons why Twitter is bad, why YouTube comments or commenters are the worst people on the internet, because they either don't have a brain or they're so far entrenched in whatever philosophy or pseudoscience or God knows what else.
Believe they hold.
It's frightening. Like I'll make a comment about the logarithmic scale of carbon dioxide, and you'll have all these defenders saying, "Well, that's just one element of science." Like, no, I can do that right now in my room and show you in a closed environment how carbon dioxide works. And you'll have defenders saying, "Oh no, it's different in the atmosphere." It's like, yeah, it's different because it's thousands and thousands of miles of distance. The effects are still the same. So it's just these silly arguments about anything, whether it's media or science or don't even bother with politics. Don't even touch those. Like, don't even.
No.
Forget about that.
I've learned with politics, if the person who's trying to argue with you doesn't know one policy that either side is doing, it's like, we're not arguing politics, we're arguing news headlines, and it's like, I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, we're arguing emotional reactions and not anything substantial.
Yeah. So,
I've had this very issue with someone asked, well, what are the policies you like? What are the policies you dislike? And it was just all about emotion. Just, I don't need to say that. Well, no. You don't need to say that, but then you're just proving that it's all about emotions. And the reply to that is then, well, my emotions, which is a true statement. But it doesn't mean that your emotions are based in facts, based in reality. And that's the point where that they don't get. Because they can't be wrong.
Flat Earth.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking it and because I'm feeling it, I must be correct. And that's a very immature way of going through life.
Yeah, I feel like gravity doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I declare bankruptcy. How it works. How it works.
All right, guys.
Anyway,
we're gonna end it now, because even I'm just a bit like, we can go home now, please.
Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been always a fun time at the end of the month, and to do a Maggie May Fish video. I know it takes a lot out of us, but only once a month, guys. That's how it goes. So, thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience.
It's like werewolves.
Yeah, when the full moon is out, yeah. All the crazies come out. Well, just
wait, hold on. Hold on. Mike Tester just put something.
Really?
Wait, what? Why do you want me to sing this? I'm not singing that fucking stuff. Now it's time for so long, but we'll sing just one more song. Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. You know, with me and you and my dog, Blue, we can do anything that we want to do. I don't know. I don't know whether I sang it well or not, but okay. You can send some money, Mike.
Very
Mike
clear
Tester, to Sarcastic Hawk at Patreon and whatever. I don't care.
Your OnlyFans.
My OnlyFans is just pictures of weaponized queerness.
all I can imagine is you like painting a beer bottle to make it look like a Scud missile.
Yeah.
Weaponized alcoholism. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And now we're just gonna turn this Budweiser bottle into a Surface to M sound launcher. I'm just gonna put some bushes in the background here, like Bob Ross.
Oh god.
Bob Hawke.
Alrighty.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
Have yourself a great evening, guys. Thank you very much, and we'll see you so soon.